think they do have a baby mode.
Probably. Hi. We're live?
Yeah, we're live. I'm just getting everything where it should be.
You have to take that down into the room. Okay, I'm gonna move over there. I'm just at my desk.
I'm just getting my thing in position.
Hello.
Can you move the screen over that?
Mm-hmm.
So we can actually see what's going on.
Nice butt cam.
That's what it's for. It's the butt cam. I just ran my elbow into the shelf, which
Sorry.
really hurts. Actually, I was thinking about I'm holding my jack. Give me your Night Before Christmas blanket.
Sure.
That way I can be themed.
I normally
I've
use this
had-
to cover my farts.
Thanks for
Fart
telling me
blanket.
that.
Also, tattoo reveal.
It's actually
No, it's tattoos.
They're-
They're my favorite. Can you see it? It's Garfield. Right here.
In case you can't tell, Mally had chocolate hair today.
Garfield. You recording?
Yeah, should be. Says live.
I'm just checking.
I
Sleep
sent
then.
message to everyone,
Boom. Boom.
but I've had a lot of
All message.
chest pain issues lately. Madeline says it might be my posture, so she's lately having me hug large things while I do stuff that involves sitting up. So I'll be holding my thing I got from Costco. Cause end of Halloween, you gotta get those Halloween exclusive stuff.
No.
Anyway, you might have to turn the volume up a little bit on this, but
So Ixie said he'll be here in a little bit. He's out at dinner with friends.
hey,
He said, hey, that's cool.
that's good. Have a social life. We have no life.
Yeah, we
so,
got social life with each other.
I like that you say we have social life, like it's
We have one combined social life between the two of us.
a singular life. if you want.
One social life.
Game help is available for a game. Look for hints and tips in your cards as you progress. We're not gonna need tips necessarily. We're probably just
Well,
gonna
here's the thing. Both of us know this game
very well.
through watching it very well.
And
Neither of us
I-
have played
I
this
studied it essentially like you would a piece of literature, so I know like all the things you can know about this game.
Yeah.
However,
It's okay right now?
French. Yeah, let's do it in French. But I
Oui, oui.
am not good at games that involve shooting because I have shaky fingers, believe it
Yeah,
or not, despite how
cannot
much I
either,
craft
dude.
and junk. So I'm actually
You can craft and junk, but still, because I got crazy shaky hands.
so I'm
But I
notoriously
also-
bad at shooting games.
Yeah, it's like I also paint and make jewelry, and I think that's what helps make my hands even shakier.
So
This is
it's
a shell.
I
Threw it on the ground.
I have struggles with shooter games, so I don't have high hopes for this going in.
Yeah.
But
Sorry.
we'll see.
Wanna
The
do that?
goal of tonight, we are playing Resident Evil 8. The gothic Resident Evil, and therefore the only one I own.
Yeah.
Because if I buy something in a horror game genre, it's probably because it's gothic in some way.
Mm.
Which is why it's actually kind of surprising I don't own more Castlevania games. But
So true.
I did get the one that was done by the Death Note creator, so you know,
That's the best one in mind for you.
it really is. You gotta love a good edgy outfit, and I'm gonna be talking about that today. That's why we're doing this. Is essentially to be like yellow subtitles. That's weird. I don't know. Would that be distracting?
I would say probably do them white unless you need them yellow.
Yeah, you're probably fine.
You cannot have my food.
Large as you're blind like Dad is.
Me. I'm eating my
Then
little
you have,
dinner.
like, you
Oh,
know-
you need to move the microphone over here, dude. The microphone's over there.
Yeah.
Oh, the mic. Yay, party. I should move that light too.
Then you have like you're watching a movie in another language subtitles, the thing in the background. Display speaker off. Oh. Tuh. I was like, display speaker was me. Oh, just who's speaking? Don't you love words that have multiple meanings? Two glasses for sound effects. I think it's actually sometimes funny when they have like you can turn on closed captions for sound effects because then sometimes it's funny just to see things like
Wham,
rings.
bam, boom.
It's like no hums ominously.
Me. Sings in other language. Thanks, buddy. I picked that one up on my own, actually. Funnily enough. Cool.
Turn
Film, I think,
the
turn
permanent
5.
reticle inside the screen off.
Turn what?
The reticle in the center of the
Turn the
screen.
permanent record screen on and off. might want to keep that on for aiming.
I'm assuming they have an aiming thing anyway.
Okay. That's fine. You're the one playing.
Just until the pattern is just barely visible.
I think we need to go the other way. Keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going.
So bright.
Maybe go back one. Yeah, like maybe there. It's hard to... Oh, it looks way darker. Oh, okay, never mind.
Yeah, I don't know what it looks like on there. Should we go back?
No, you're fine. I thought you were doing the brightness screen. I was like, uh-oh. No, you're doing the darkness.
It's probably like there.
Oh, it's fine.
Just until the picture on the left disappears.
It was actually the game. It's us changing those settings. That's what the whole game
On
is.
the left disappears?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, don't worry about the one on the right. Worry about the one on the left. Keep going. Go up like one. Like there is good, probably. This is my dad. This is a cell phone.
Using some sort of
I
TikTok
threw it
thing?
on the ground. No, that's actually a Lonely Island from like a really long time ago. The ground.
Would you like a recap of Resident Evil 7's Biohazard story? Do you know the basics of the Resident Evil 7?
I do.
The only thing that's really...
We can watch it anyways, 'cause I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, sure, why not?
It's up to you. I mean, I don't really care about the story. I only care about the gothic vampire lady.
Yeah, we're...
Love Village. I know, that's what I'm hyped
the only
for,
thing we're aiming to do...
I'm here for a hot vampire lady.
Yeah, we're aiming to
I want to cosplay as her someday.
You could definitely do that.
Mm-hmm.
Our only goal tonight is to get to the castle.
That's it. See the vampire. I'm no audio, but I'll lurk. Picture's all you need, dog.
Malin will try and be very expressive.
Mm-hmm. I'm eating, dog.
I mean, it's
I never really was interested in this game because it's cool, but it's also like Resident Evil's gross and zombies, and I'm not into that.
Which is why the only one we own is Village, because since it has a heavy gothic style, it's the only one that tries to be beautiful.
Also, this was like a much older, you can tell by the much older style of animation. Or like mocap, I guess.
Believe it or not, I mean, not that much
No,
older.
it's very good, but I'm just saying, like, you can tell it's a little bit
No,
older.
I mean, like, there's actually not that huge of a jump between it and Village.
Punch me.
Iconic. The amount of times this man
dude.
has been dragged around or lost it.
Also, this one's really gross. I'm just not into...
I like we're like, let's watch this thing we're talking through it.
Comment. Well, if you want to read the subtitles, you know what I'm saying? I never really, I'm not really into, show me them super cool tattoos. I'll have to show you my Garfield one. Look at this freaking... Boom! See that one? Garfield. Let's freaking go. It's a whole sleeve.
So, Madeline went in
This
down.
one says Perry. It's supposed to be on a heart, but some of it washed off.
So.
This is a Chow. Oh no, this is... I don't know what this is. Jameson did this art. This is a dead Chow. Signed it. Signature. Artist signature. Here's the other one.
Isn't it,
I got...
So, when in doubt...
Chica, Freddy.
Madeline had 3 kids to care for today, in case you can't tell.
SpongeBob.
So, the best way...
This is a victory bell. I had more in my hands, but obviously I washed my hands for dinner.
Best way to distract the kids.
Snowflakes all over both hands for Elsa Powers. I had an Among Us, but he came off. So there's a cat. This one says Piper. This one says Gus. Boom! Freaking, there's a cat way back here I can't even see. There's a little face. Strawberry cat. Bunny rabbit. On both my elbows I have bats.
So, yeah.
They fly.
I love, again, it was funny when Madeline walked in with this, because she walked in with a jacket so she have her grand reveal. I'm like, let me guess, this was the way to keep the children tame.
And you can't see it anymore because it came off. I did have my name here and then like a big string of hearts. Yeah.
So I think this honestly takes more boldness than a tattoo, because a tattoo you plan out. This is just being like, see, I'm your canvas.
Normal tattoo here. Cool tattoos here. The kids were like, you have so many tattoos. It's like, yeah, I'm kind of awesome. Yeah, I'm super cool.
So,
Hashtag art.
fun thing about...
I was like, I don't hate like having sleeved arms. I would obviously, if I got like sleeves IRL, I would plan them out more like efficiently. But I like the feeling of having my arms covered in art. I think they're very cool.
So can we just sit here and look at the Scarecrow for a moment and be
It's
like,
gonna take a
man,
lot
what
to
a
get
high
off,
fidelity game. Sometimes a nice good snow effect really shows you the power of the graphics. They do that in Detroit too, where you have like the snow just
we
makes
just gotta call in. Oh, I think Christina accidentally called us.
Yeah, I know how that's like. I accidentally called them during a game once.
So sorry, Danny. Alas, it is clickbait. Sorry. At this current moment in time,
We unfortunately are those kind of social media people. We did clickbait you. But snow really goes and shows like texture pretty well and stuff, doesn't it? I'm trying to dig out my phone because I heard it buzz. I'm assuming that's what that was. Also, I love the fact that like
I was like, currently at this moment in time, dog, I wish I could, but I don't have a plan for another tattoo at the moment. It took me so long. I do eventually want to get another one, but it took me so long to come up with what I wanted for my first one that I'm like, I don't know what I do for the next one. It took me forever to come up with this one.
Also, I like the fact that they
I do
hide
like the
the
idea of getting
8
that
in the word village. Like, they did the same with the last one. They did Biohazard. So they hid the 7 in there. But I'm like, I think the way they hide 8 in village was cooler. Also, again, I just like this game is literally like
My boss just
Gothic the
texted me
horror
an
game.
Instagram link. She just texted me the link
Nice.
instead of sending it to me.
So like this.
Sorry to clickbait. Sorry, but no, I'm not. Boom, boom.
You know you're not.
Boom. We don't have freaking. My favorite one is this Garfield
Adaptive
one.
triggers.
I gotta take a picture of it. Evie's setting up Resident Evil because we're just hanging.
It's fine.
Garfield one is my favorite. I wish I could like.
R2 to attack.
He said he was afraid I got face tattoo. I told him they could not draw on my face, but they could draw on my neck. So I did have it on my neck earlier. And I have to show you this great photo Jameson took of me. Super great. Awesome. Very flattering. Very cool. There's another one of just my mouth. Like, thanks, buddy. Super cool of you. There's a nice picture of my neck hump. He's like, let me take a side profile. I was like, hey, that's actually a hate crime. Taking a side profile of me without my consent. So, I mean. See, I feel like I could. The only thing, my only, like, reservations with getting a sleeve, because here's the thing, once you get your first tattoo, you're like, wow, I can get a million. So I'm like, my only reservation with a sleeve is it'd have to be something that it wouldn't contrast. I wear a lot of statement shirts. It can't contrast too many of my statement shirts. That's why I liked getting them on my leg. Because I was like, that's easy, because you just wear socks. So I'm like, I think I'd be more open to getting, like, torso and leg tattoos. I don't know about arms, because for me, it's like, I really like the look of it. But I'm so indecisive when it comes to how it would look with clothing. That's why I'm like,
I just like this. We'll hit you whatever we got. Just your average difficulty. We'll take it easy.
Yeah, give me baby difficulty.
Yeah,
I feel like I really want to have, like, leg tattoos. Honestly, it's very relaxing when I have my kiddos color my tattoos. I feel like a human comic book. I'm not gonna lie, I literally was like, can you guys color some more? Like, I'm having a good time.
So I do like this
Jameson
opening thing
started
here,
by coloring just on my
we
hand.
are going to watch this part, because I do like this part.
Applause.
You can talk when the humans come
Yeah.
back. Also, this
Eat while you do that.
this whole thing foreshadows the entire game.
What happened next? What happened?
She's about to say it.
That baby's so ugly. She like she looks like the Duke.
I know.
Girl, the kid doesn't know what's going on. She's 6. Anyways.
Yeah, let's be honest. At 6 months, they have no clue what's going on. You can read anything to them.
There's nothing wrong with my memory. Oh.
Again, you know, we know because we've been around a good amount of kids lately with either our friends or just doing our things, but man, can they just never make babies look good in games? I was like, I feel like the more realistic you go, the more uncanny it gets.
So true. See, look how cool I freaking look in this camera. I'm looking at myself in the little camera. I'm like, dang.
Let's walk around a little.
Willow, are you proud of me? Every time I would babysit her, she used to want to be like, where's the rest of your... She'll check up, where's the rest of your tattoos? Girl, look at me now. I'm freaking...
Look,
do you think I look good, Willow? This is for you, girl.
TV show.
Love
a good examinable... look, diapers.
Got a cat. Oh,
clearly they have a baby now.
Yeah, I know, my hand hurts. So I had Among Us here, and he wiped off. She gave me rings on each finger, so my hands are just, like, vaguely red now, because it washed off when I was washing my hands. Most of this probably will not come off for at least a couple days. I was thinking about doing, like, ink box, you know, those temporary tattoos. I kind of want to do some of those. Not the ones where people are like, they'll fade over a couple of years.
Yeah, I'm like, aren't those the ones that fade over time?
No, those are, like, there's supposed to be some tattoo style they do that were like, it fades in, like, 6 months. People are like, I've had this for 3 years, and it just looks bad. No, ink box is supposed to be kind of like a stamp tattoo. I did want to do those, because I love the idea of having body art. I love that idea. I just like to change it up. Because I'm like, I don't want to use, like, my forearms, because that's such good placement. I was like, what if I put something there and then I hate it?
Well, that's the thing, is that...
Or if I find something... hate it. What if I love it, but then I find something I love more?
Well, it's like...
That's what my only reservation.
I don't think you'd be great for the mentality of tattoos, just because of how often you, like, rearrange our room.
So true.
Like, you, like...
That's what I like putting it on my ankle. I really do. I'm glad... I was going to get it on my arm, and I'm really glad I went with the ankle placement. Because it's...
Yeah, your daughter's definitely crying like 6 minutes later because of the book. She's... Probably because you're moving her, dummy.
Yeah, really. I just love, I being able to, like, put socks on, or put, like, long pants on, or then, like, wear shorts and go swimming. This is the ugliest baby I've ever seen. Throw the baby. Throw the baby.
I can't throw the baby.
Where are we at? Romania?
Yes.
Oh.
I'm just looking around.
Give her a swirly. Let her in the toilet! Mia's medication.
Yeah, because you know she got... Well, no. Because she got that... Yes, but because she got that mold infection.
Yeah.
So they'll probably be let's make sure you don't turn into a mushroom monster.
Mm-hmm. So now they have super baby. I'm eating some cabbage.
You eat that cabbage, Riley. That's why we left it for you, actually.
Because also, realistically, tattoos are really expensive. Which is funny, because I also buy really expensive figurines, so they're both very expensive.
I can put her down in a minute, but I want to look around and see what else we got around here.
That's fine. Because the tattoo I have, I think, was like $300-some. Which, realistically, isn't bad. I mean, I don't know. I only have one. But I was like... Commit to the bit and then don't laugh at yourself. That's what makes it awkward.
Yeah.
Hi there, little me with us. Hi, little tummy time. You know.
Okay.
She actually was not grumpy for me this morning, which is good. I had the 3 kids today because we didn't have school. She was not grumpy for me this morning, which was awesome. But the other 2... Get cranky.
Also, I love that their commitment to never having Ethan have a face. Like, his
She's got such a Luca style where her hair's always on the one side of her body.
I know.
Also, that baby came out with some freaking hair. Oh, that's a picture of like a real baby over there. These weird like deep fake photos. This is like in Twilight when
The only one that looks vaguely realistic is the one in the bottom corner.
yeah, they used an animatronic baby. It looked so bad they put CGI over it, but then the CGI looked really bad. Good boy. Yes, get in your beanie. Yes, good boy. Go on. Good boy.
I'll read the email thing in a minute. Let me put
That's good. He's nesting.
Let me put that. I can keep her waiting. Clearly, we're already like doing so well.
Put her in her sleep sack. Why is she in like the oldest grandma cardigan in the most uncomfortable looking crib I've ever seen?
So again,
Have these people ever seen a baby? Put the baby
there are a lot
in...
more fat rolls.
No, more so, put them in baby clothes, not this freaking old cardigan.
Yeah, at this point, you're still doing the onesies.
With buttons, girl, zippers, dog. I don't know because I don't have kids, but from the kids I've watched at least, get some zippers on that kid.
Anyway, so the thing I think is cool about this game is like how much they like literally foreshadow literally everything in the game with that story in the beginning, because it's talking about the Four Lords, essentially talks about the story, the twist, everything. You know, I'm like, that's so cool.
Yeah.
And also, again, I do love a good, like, you know, what does it kind of look like? The Book of Life sort of animation style.
They remind me of Harry Potter.
So, marital problems, because, you know, no good horror game has a functional family.
Mm-hmm.
Like, don't know where my... See, when I'm used to when you're having something that you, like, again, this would probably be normal when he, like, has, like, a gun or something, but I'm like, I don't know where the front of me is when I'm walking, so I'm, like, keep ramming into things.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, wow, this is, movement speed on this is fast. Also, I love the fact they have all the incredibly vintage things. As if that stuff wouldn't cost a lot of money. See, there's like a stop-start when you, like, come to a halt.
Yeah, that's true. Because some of the kids in my class were talking about vampires. They're like, vampires in this, and Dracula, and blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, girl, you gotta talk to Evie. Evie loves some vampire
I'm
lore.
going to talk a lot about Dracula as in the novel when we get to the castle, because it's literally, like...
Talk about it.
It's literally, like, the same thing. Like, how much they pulled from Dracula, you know, by the way, the novel I'm speaking of, for the castle is just, like... It's intense. Like, there's so much that's literally, like, this is literally just that, but they, like, gender bent it.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's so much the same exact thing.
Girl, what is this?
I don't know, but I'm like... If you're moving things around and stuff like that, why would you put the chairs upright at least?
Yeah, why do you have so much junk in here?
That's probably
that's from us.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, yeah. That's that. I think you just blew it up.
Well, yeah, because they were mold monsters, you know.
It was gross. Let me tell you, the sensory experience of people drawing on your skin was so soothing to me.
Really?
I love the feeling of people, like, especially with markers. I love the feeling of people drawing on my skin.
So when you come home from work, you want me to just draw on your skin?
I would not be against it, actually. I love the feeling. It feels so nice. Because the kids were like, can we do it to ourselves? They asked, like, one time. I was like, no, just me. And then they didn't ask again because they just wanted color all over me. I was like, this is awesome.
Here she has
The
a
one
DLC.
person, the one kid was like, can we watch TV now? He's the boy, so he's a little bit more, active. And I was like, sure, dude. So I turned the TV on, and I asked the older sister, I was like, do you want to go watch TV, too? And she was like, no, can you actually just come back to my chair? I want to color you like it's a salon. I was like, girl,
I mean, you're giving
love
her,
that.
like, a life-size Barbie doll,
Exactly. I
essentially.
was like, girl, let's go nuts. I don't mind.
There's
I
something
know,
else
cool.
I didn't look at in here, and I want to make sure I can touch all the things.
Meat in my...
At this point where there's no danger.
Mm-hmm.
Because then later on, I'm sure there'll be much danger.
This is definitely best served warm because the chicken gets hard when you reheat it. Ew. Pregnancy scares me. Girl, that kid is too young to be on your shoulders like that.
I don't know. They live dangerously, I guess.
One plate is steaming and one plate is cold.
I know.
Oh,
Well, no, they're both
yeah,
steaming.
okay.
I don't know what that looks like. Food of some sort.
Dumplings, cabbage rolls. It looks like maybe rice. Jazz.
Nobody,
You like jazz?
nobody, you know that one.
Misty and the Paw Boys. Oh, it's Lady Down with Trust. Jazz
Yeah,
singer.
because she was a jazz singer before she came here.
Yeah. I don't know if jazz for me is so hit or miss. Sometimes I'm like, ooh, that's some jazz. And all the times I'm like, it depends on how good the soloist is, really.
Well, that's the whole nature of jazz in the first place. Since it's literally all improvisation, it's like when you have like a bad improv person on it whose lines and anyone, it's like, yeah, sometimes it just sours the whole thing. But they're all cooking. They're cooking. Like she's cooking.
Girl, the plates are full.
Bro, how astute, Ethan.
Something the bean.
Something the bean.
The way she just hit him with the hot, boiling hot metal.
Yeah. That's such realistic porn right there.
If she's a normal person, she would fall down and be dead. Girl, there's no way you're gonna get shot in the shoulder and just go, owie, and then stand up.
I like the fact that they shoot her wildly. Are like, they're not afraid of hitting him.
No.
Like, look, they just destroyed the wine
They
balls.
know
That could have
that-
been his
they
head.
know he's gonna be fine.
No, but that could have been his head.
Maybe they're hoping it was. Resident Evil Dad?
Was that necessary?
Well, she's starting to get up already. Didn't you see? Shoot him in the face.
And here we have one of the stupidest plot decisions, like, ever.
Ethan, you should have shot Ethan in the face. That would have been. This would have made the game so fun. Stunk. Ow. Oh man. Eating her for breakfast.
Wow, so descript. Again, the entire plot of this game could have been circumvented if they just said, "Hey,
Another
man."
case of if they, hey, instead of being
Okay,
manly man,
spoilers for this game, we're gonna just talk about because we're not gonna complete it.
Also,
Mia's
this game has been out.
been out for a while.
Look, Bobby. Oh.
Mia is not Mia. She's actually the quote-unquote witch from the story.
Knock it over.
So,
Okay, let me wipe it up.
what do you knock over?
My tea. I think he knocked over my bottle and scared himself. You're okay.
This is why you need to lay down, bro.
It was an accident, buddy. It's okay. Here, let me help you with your bean, baby. Give me up. There you go, babes. Come here, Ween. Come here, baby. It's okay. Come here, baby. Look, it's okay. Hey, Bubba. It's okay. There's a mistake, babies. No worries. It's just snacks, dude. Here, okay. It's okay. Oops. I love wearing the oldest old lady shoes. Work. LOL. generic work call.
He's both the best and worst husband because he puts up with so much with her, yet at the same time has like no social awareness at all. I say someone with no social awareness at all.
Pot
Anyway.
calling the kettle black, dog.
So yeah, this happened. They got knocked out. They were in transport. Transport got hijacked. Everyone's dead.
Okay, so my friends were like, let's go to the Renaissance Fair. And I was like, slay. But we had to buy tickets in advance. I did not know that. I never been to a Renaissance Fair before. I did not know that. So we don't have tickets. So we're not going this next weekend. The weekend of the 16th, we're not going. So if we want to move D&D from Friday to Saturday, runs free. We can't. Or if we want to leave it on Friday, that's also fine with me.
I'm typically okay with Saturdays. I think it probably just didn't schedule them because you probably had some.
Well, specifically on the 16th. We were
Okay, so let's talk about.
And now they're like, let's go on the 17th, and I'm like,
before we go anywhere, because I'm obviously, I'm going to waste time before the point where I have to fight things. There's like, how there's like a jerk where it like stops when it's. That's weird to me, honestly. Because it like jerks and then it like stops. Anyway, but so most contrived plot in the world for the reason of. If Chris had just told Ethan, hey, that wasn't your wife we killed, she's been impersonated, and your daughter was almost kidnapped, we're taking them away so you and her can be safe, instead of, I don't know, punching him in the face with a gun, then we wouldn't have this whole misunderstanding.
Punch me in the face,
this wouldn't have happened,
Pookie.
because the only reason they get intercepted in this transport is because, again, they don't... they're wasting the time with Ethan and stuff like that. Limited target, recover by Oscar.
And that's Mother Miranda.
Yeah. But the whole point is that, so
and then
there's...
she, killed them because they didn't sedate her, right? Or something. I was just watching a video on this, and they didn't, sedate her correctly, so she woke up, and then she killed them all. Shocking. It was like, deuces. But Ethan has infinite recovery because he's a main character, and he's got plot armor, so...
He has the most plot armor ever.
He can actually regenerate himself 100% all the time. Do you like my little mug? It's Jack Skellington. It
also
does glow in the dark.
He also has the ability to guard against literally everything from gunshots to intense things that you should not be able to guard with your arm, explosions and giant knives and stuff. I do like the fact that it simulates him walking, but just the way it stops with a little bit of a jerk like that, I'm like, that's a little bit too much haptic feedback here. Do love the snow though; it looks great. Loving how detailed this all looks. I mean, the game still looks beautiful. I noted that when I first watched. That's why me and Malin both watched it, even though we weren't really interested in the gameplay. Was because man, this game looks really pretty. Unfortunately, that all really is only in the first two areas. I have many thoughts. I've talked about them at length in my, back during my my official Resident Evil 8 hyperfixation.
Yeah.
You could just ducked, man. It was not that high. Just saying, he's like a glutton for punishment, and specifically the hands. Considering he seems to lose them very often.
Yeah, they do cut off his hands a lot. I'm like, that's kind of a lot, dude. That's kind of a lot. Right now, my hands just hurt a little bit from a bruise and a cut, and I'm like, ugh!
That's nice.
I'm in agony. Oh, is that a bird? I thought that was a person splayed out.
Well,
she got hungry.
Many dead birds.
Beast growls.
It's probably
me when I get up in the
morning.
Also,
the fact that we're just walking by and be like, man, that's not suspicious.
Mm-hmm. Back through the vines and the thorns and whatever.
Oh, that one's still alive, I guess.
We cut it down.
It probably wasn't as scary as it could have been because I was clipping into it by accident.
Are we supposed to be going? Are we going the wrong way? I feel like we're going the wrong way.
I'm just going forward.
There's beast growling.
Yeah, I'm going forward.
Hey, it didn't give us captions for Crow freaking out.
That's what I'm saying. It only gives it for certain things, so that's why I'm like,
yeah.
It did not give it for vicious gunfire. Anyway, but the whole thing is that the amount of stuff that Ethan goes through in this, essentially a one-man army here, is literally because Chris isn't hey, here's the situation, here's
what's going on. If you want to help. If you don't want to help, then, you know, you're going to follow us anyway. But, like, the fact that he's like, we're going to handle this. You don't need to do anything. You say as you're kind of just sitting there, and I'm out here killing, you know, giant monsters. Yeah, you're really doing your job, Chris.
Yeah.
I just love it when, like, you have it, like, in the lake area. He's like, we have this under control. I'm like, I've already killed, like, 4 vampires and like, 7 creepy dolls and, like, a giant fetus thing. Many werewolf thingies, essentially. It's like, you know, what have you been doing, bro? How have you been helping out here? Nice. That's a nice rope right there. Glad we opened that drawer. I had the animation for my hands to open that drawer. I mean, I love the detail.
Oh, did he turn it off? Good job, Ethan. Who's washing their teeth in this dude?
Well, I mean, it says, like, all these, like, rustic amenities and then a very plastic toothbrush.
Me. Oh, someone's opening the garage.
Yeah, evidently.
Who's going where? What do you hear, big boy?
Also,
You're
love
very
the range of
handsome.
sight here. Okay, nice blood.
Blood, pills.
Pills.
Oh, the same pills Mia was taking. Interesting. I wonder if Mia's been trapped in here.
Or she might have been passing by at some point.
She's supposed. Whose house is she supposed to be in? This is also
She's in the
supposed to
dungeon at the end of the game.
Okay, I was like, I didn't remember if she was like
She
in
was
Dan
trapped by
Aviento's
Miranda,
house.
so she's in her lab.
Okay.
But you can't get there until you kill the 4 lords. Which, again, funny thing about this game, I don't...
Yay! I can now use Dead Chia as an avatar.
Nice.
I've been waiting for this one.
So, like, the thing that I think is interesting about this in terms of, like, I was very into the fandom when this game was, like, coming out. It just made for some very interesting fan theories, fan fiction, stuff like that, because, again, of this very gothic, story-based atmosphere of this game in particular. Not saying the other ones aren't story-based necessarily, but just, they're zombies. You know, it's, you know, Resident Evil has its own lore, has its own characters, a lot of people care about the characters and stuff like that, but it admittedly has a cast of, like, 7.
Yeah.
Because how many of the characters actually make it to the end of their games? You know, so, and then how many characters realistically are, you know, protagonists who will adjust position. Yep, that's not creepy at all.
This game's very quiet.
Well, it is for now.
I was like, I guess we don't have a gun yet, so that's why.
Well, and also I think there's supposed to be the whole, like, eerie atmosphere of, like, oh, hey, it's quiet, too quiet, but we're just busy. Oh. We're busy. We're too busy talking to be really paying attention to things. There's the little Kadu parasite thingy there with the 4 wings.
Oh yeah, it's gross.
Yeah, it's disgusting. I'm glad we're not going to get to the point in the game where that is, because that thing's gross. Again, we're here for, like, really the first area, and then we'll probably wuss out. I'm going to try and tough myself through any other horror things up until that point. Again, if I can stop swinging the camera around so much. And surprise, it's a rat. This is supposed to be like oh, there might be a jump scare here because there's blood everywhere. So you're thinking someone's going to jump out and you're like, nah, it's a rat. Something might jump out at me later and I might jump. Because that's the nature of jump scares. I say as that literally happens. See, they literally build it up for you right there. That's little mouse, fakes you out, giant noise up above.
Yeah.
Horror 101, guys. Anyway, so we're not obviously going to go through the whole of the game. Honestly, the game, when I remember for a while, I watched many playthroughs of it, and I came to the decision of, like, you know, like, Resident Evil 8 has a very odd marketing problem in the fact that, like, they
were like, hot booba lady vampire game, and everyone was like, yes.
you're like, it's going to chase you like
Love
Mr. X.
Everyone was
but
so
can't be killed.
excited.
And
then
she
she lost like 20 minutes. Like, people can speed. Jacksepticeye, I think, got this game down in 2 hours.
Oh, when you have
On
all
New
the
Game
upgrades,
Plus?
you can do it easily in, like, under 3.
Which for me is crazy.
Okay, there's now this thing in the way.
Ew, gross.
See, you can climb underneath this, but you couldn't climb underneath the barbed wire without cutting your hand.
How did you do that? Buddy, you've now got HIV. That's some nasty blood.
Yeah, I think he's just drawn to being cut. Well, clearly something large enough to punch through the side of a building. That looks vaguely human shaped.
I would love somebody to remake this game, but they just make it, like, just Hot Booba Simulator, you know?
I mean, she is a playable character in their multiplayer mode.
But it's just the whole game, but it's just...
Yeah, so
Lady
anyway,
Gaga
so
for
the
4 hours.
biggest thing that got their marketing, and to be fair, the funny thing is that I think in an interview afterwards, like, the developers were, like, surprised by the way that the internet, like, latched on to Lady Dimitrescu. I'm like, really? Have you been on the internet before?
So hot.
You really didn't think a tall lady who has, like, all the curves and has this whole, like, Victorian sort of vibes going on, and she, like, tries to kill you? You think that the entire internet was not going to be interested in that?
Yeah.
So that just, shows that apparently, people who are marketing in Resident Evil are just a bunch of very, very old men. But, Yep, hop over. Come on, hop over. There we go. You got it, Ethan. But, like, they admittedly showed their hand too early. Because, again, most of the marketing did that. The demo literally blew up because it's essentially about just Lady Dimitrescu. And, they, like, focus on her in the... Okay, I'm going to be quiet for a moment, because the view from here is really cool. Like, look at that. That's a nice castle.
Also, I want just this game.
That's the thing. So here, we're going to stop to look at the view for a moment as I speak. The snow looks great, too. But, so, you play the game, and its demos always ended on the castle. There's always the things about Lady Dimitrescu. You're like, so people thought you were going to spend a lot of time in the castle.
Mm-hmm.
That was between his village and the castle, right?
Mm-hmm.
Big castle, everyone loves to explore a large location with some puzzles and stuff like that. So they assumed she was going to be a long-term villain. No one suspected she was going to be the first boss. And as I've spoken before about with Genshin, and my lamentations about, like, Mondstadt and Venti and stuff like that, being the first area anything is always the worst. Because you essentially are relegated to tutorial fodder.
Mm-hmm.
You can't
like
be as powerful as you should be. You can't be as interesting as you should be. You can't be as long as you want to be. I mean, because
it's like the
you're
first case in
tutorial.
Danganronpa. It's always the tutorial case. So it's always
Or the first
throwaway
palace
case.
in
So you're like,
Persona
it
5.
should mean something, but it doesn't because it's a tutorial.
In Persona 5, the first area is pretty cool, and it has a lot of meaning, but it's pretty much on
Not the horse.
autoplay. Yeah, that sucks. It's pretty much on autoplay. Like, you don't even have really much choice of what to do in the first palace, because it's this tutorial area.
Not the eggs.
Yeah, I'll be honest, those do not look like eggs. It's the least realistic looking yolk I've ever seen.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, with the dead horse and the dead horse in the yard, they're definitely out. Hey, look, food.
Yeah. I just thought about the fact that this probably isn't
Maybe
a
they're
good
out.
game for Willow and Fam to watch because this is probably too scary for kids. Zowie.
I mean, we're not really doing anything here besides just walking around.
know, but
We're not
still.
going to get very far in the game. The really gross stuff doesn't come until later.
True, like with Moreau.
That's what I'm saying. The first area is literally, it's so gothic because
Great atmosphere.
the reason I like Gothic so much when I studied it is because Gothic is about being, like, macabre while being beautiful. It's kind of like seeing the beauty in life suffering.
Mm-hmm.
That's also kind of like, and also like is it Rembrandt? It's one who, like, would love, like,
He's a painter.
well, it's the style of it. It's like skulls and wine red and
think
gold.
Rembrandt is
and
that.
I'm pretty sure it's Rembrandt.
Very like
Very
Renaissance
briefly.
style, I think.
Well,
Painting?
it's like his particular thing. It's like it's juxtaposing like symbols of wealth with symbols of death. You know, essentially like. And here we have the classic Resident Evil Yellow. You can interact with this because it's yellow.
Really?
Again, the amount of Resident Evil knowledge I got just from my hyperfixation of this game, which lasted about, I would say, a good 5 or 6 months. Such as the nature with special interests and stuff like that. And sometimes you come into them and you're like, great, and other times you're like, and I'm done with it, I'm ready to move on.
My biggest thing about special interest is a lot of times I have special interest in aesthetics. Or I really like the aesthetic of something. Not necessarily the source material. Or both.
Yeah, we've definitely Do not enter. I want to enter now. We were just talking about that because, like, lately my fixation with special interest, because we're just at Halloween, is that I've been really interested in the Nightmare Before Christmas aesthetic.
So I'm wearing Nightmare Before Christmas pants right now, which is
I'm,
funny.
I'm
I like
hugging
the
a
vibe.
giant Jack Skellington right here, Squishmallow. So
It was
Very
from
comfort-
Costco.
very comforting.
She did text me. She like, should I get this? And I was like, if you want, I have some in the basement. She's like, I'm gonna get it. I was like,
Well, the
why'd
funny
you
thing
ask?
is the funny thing is that she's like, I don't know. How about we go find the other one and you just leave it here. We'll come back for it later. And by the time I actually looked at text, I was already
you were
carrying it out.
walking out to the car, and
I was
like,
walking out of the car with it already. I'm just like,
I was like, well, we live 5 minutes away. We can always come back and get it.
I'm like, hey, Mallory,
Shit,
look
I
at my
got
new
it.
thing. I assume I'm going to be.
You are the worst person to message, dude.
Well, it's because
That's why I just call you all the time.
Well, it's because I don't know what it is with my phone. Like, I was telling Mallory about, hey, same little monkey. Someone stole it from me, I guess. But anyway, I love the fact that he's like, I wonder what happened here. Gratuitous amounts of blood everywhere. Being like, well, at the very least people died. But the thing that happens with my notifications is like, I'll get the text message. I won't get a notification until like 30 minutes later. So I won't know I have a text message. So I won't check my texts. And like, I'll have my volume on and
That's why I
everything. And
call
it
you all the time.
just won't come through. And I'm like, I don't know why it does that sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
Man, even, look at that castle. That's a cool looking castle.
Yeah, the mist
I
is
wish
really nice.
that like I've said before, if I were to do the game in a different order, I would say
Jack
do-
Skellington mug, Jack Skellington pants.
I also have
Nightmare
a Night Before Christmas
Nightmare
blanket.
Before Christmas stuff squishmallow.
I'm just really into that aesthetic right
That's
now.
where we're at, baby. I'm drawing Nightmare Before Christmas Pokemon right now.
I was also drawing one that had that sort of aesthetic.
I've always been a fan of that of Halloween and Halloween aesthetics. Not
Can't get in the
horror, though.
outhouse.
Of, like,
no.
definitely of the Nightmare Before Christmas aesthetic, not like generalized Halloween, because Halloween can sometimes be gross. I'm much more into that, which is kind of like you said. It's almost gothic in the way of it's more of a romanticized version of Halloween.
Yeah, the idea about gothic is that it's
It's
elegant.
not gothic, but I'm saying it's like in this game, it's like gothic version of like a horror zombie game, and Nightmare Before Christmas to me is like a very romanticized version of.
Well, I think that
Halloween.
the thing that makes this one more is Night Before Christmas versus any other sort of Tim Burton things is that
Because one of the kids in my class was like, I love Beetlejuice. And I was like, and that's not like a romanticized version of Halloween. It's like a whole different art style. So I'm like,
well, that's why I have to say, like,
yuck.
I think that definitely, is an elegance to, like, at the very least Jack, if not any of the other characters, but, like, there's a sort of, like, he's very Shakespearean. Like, giving soliloquies by the moonlight.
So true.
He's
I think
very-
something about, like, the low frame rate of the stop motion animation they use, I think really adds a lot to it. Because it is, I don't know, adds like a whimsy to it, a very like a weightlessness,
Where am I supposed to go?
which I think is very cool. Like later stop motion stuff, once they start getting a lot of frames, then it looks really good. But sometimes it doesn't have quite that like weightlessness that you can't, it's hard to achieve weight when you're using stuff like stop motion because you're doing it in such fragments. You're doing it with clay models. There are a lot of stuff that you have to add in that it's hard to do, in the process. So I'm like, I don't know, we just watched it last week, and I was like, yeah, I enjoy a lot of parts of it. There's some parts where I'm like, me.
Yep,
But
that's-
I mean, it's the kind of movie where
we
I
both-
sat there and I
we-
didn't,
We
I
both have
wasn't
those moments
on-
where we're like, yep, that still terrifies me, even as an
It's
adult.
still scary. But it was kind of the movie where I wasn't sitting there and I didn't go on my phone the whole movie, which is surprising, because a lot of times, unless I'm really into a movie, a lot of times I'm like, alright, I want to,
Stimulate me.
or if it's a movie that I know and I just like, those, the embarrassing parts or the awkward parts of the movie, you have to have in order the character to have character growth. A lot of times I get really bad secondhand embarrassment, so I'll like play on my phone instead.
Oh, we already came by here. That's the weird eggs again.
Yeah, we're supposed to be trying out. We're
I
supposed
don't
to be
know where
finding
I'm-
like some lichens, I think.
I know there's a part where I get that somewhere. I just don't know where.
We have to find a gun, I'm
I-
assuming.
Well, we have to run into the guy who's in the one house. I just don't know where that is.
It's whatever. This is just actually a walking simulator. We're not playing Resident Evil. We're actually just playing. Our only
Watch
goal is to
as
get
we-
to the castle and see the vampire lady, and then that's good.
We
for
aren't
me,
even
girl.
going to try necessarily fight her. We're just gonna
Nope,
get to
I just
her.
want to see her because it's already
Okay,
9
heads
o'clock,
of
so
goats. That seems
By the
like.
time we get there,
that seems
by the time we
important.
actually see her,
Okay, we got random dialogue. That means we should be getting in the right. Yeah. I honestly, yeah, I'm like, if we just get to the cutscene where she goes and, you know, is that one thing in the parlor where she's just going and being, like,
Awesome.
awesome, then that's fine. We might just sit there and do like Markiplier did in his playthrough of Resident Evil, where he's like, that was a great game, okay, I love it, and we're done.
Game's over. So we can't stay up too late because I have to work tomorrow.
That's what I'm saying.
So
Our
much.
only goal is to get to.
Hey, how do you
Vampire
people with
Lady.
regular jobs where you have to work 5 days a week every week? How do you do that? And
You
like
don't.
in the
That's
most
how you get
genuine
depressed.
sense, like I don't get it. I've worked 5-day-a-week jobs for.
We've been
but
hypnotized
I
by
get
the
like
promise of
well, here's the
capitalism.
thing: is like, I get like school days off. When you don't get like random days off, how do you do that? Is there like a
burnout, depression?
Well, no, I'm more so like, is it something where you, when you step out of your work area, like your office or whatnot, you can just turn it off and not do work the rest of the weekend? Is that like what helps? Because I feel like when you're, when you're a teacher, it's kind of a nebulous state. You're kind of
Okay.
more or less always working. There's just times when you're in your office with your kids, and then there's like the times you're outside and you're prepping
Nice.
and emails and blah blah blah. Is it like when you work? I've never worked in like an official office
I don't see how
setting.
this. Now I can see my hands.
Nice. Like I've worked in our office, but I was a sub. Like I was working in a teaching office, so it doesn't. It's still you're a teacher. Like, is it the kind of thing where you can just walk out and be done? Does that help, or is it like, are you kind of always on? Are you expected to answer work emails outside of working hours? What is? Because I'm trying to figure out my career for the next couple of years, and honestly, what I've come down to is that I'm never gonna have a long-term
Okay, the
career
dude should be
because
in here.
doing jumping from career to career, because even now I've been teaching for about 8 years, I believe. 2024, yeah. So I've been teaching for about 8 years, and I've jumped between schools a lot in that time. I've only been at this particular school for 4 years. And I'm like, I think I might be ready to do a career change. And realistically, I don't think I'm going to stick at one career. We have to stick at one career for a long time to make, like, retirement money. I'm like,
Or, a decent salary.
yeah. So I'm like, is it worth it to look into, like, an office job? Or should I just spend full time trying to focus? Oh my god. There's no way he didn't hit you. Well, if you didn't shoot him with a gun. Why you got so many goat heads on your wall?
I mean, to be fair,
This is so Europe coded.
it is. I mean, they're in Romania, so.
This is another thing where I gotta look at my phone because seeing old people make me sad. I don't know what it is. I'm like, I don't want to see. Not even when they're doing stuff. Just seeing old people in media. I'm like, I'm so sad. Don't let me see you.
Also, time and place, Ethan.
What did he do?
No, he's like demanding questions while the guy's clearly freaked out with a gun. I would not be going 20 questions to an old guy freaked out with a gun because he might shoot you.
Yeah, and also stupid bozo. He was like, oh. See, this is another instance where Ethan was dead, and then he
Many-
revives himself because he's made out of mold.
Yeah, I mean, it is a good twist because it is pretty obvious throughout the game when you're like, okay.
Once you know, it's like you're like, oh, I can see why. Like in that instance, he died and then
Or like
revived
later on
himself.
when he reattaches his hand, is like, that's not normal. Well, yeah.
and you
that's
thought
the
it was
point.
just like game logic, but it turns out that's actually like written into his character, which I actually think was a good idea.
a good
Buddy,
plot
let's not
twist
start
should be
touching dead people.
a good plot twist should be telegraphed the whole time.
Do we need to do that?
Yeah, I guess so.
I know.
I got my flu shot today, so I got my like one.
Oh, I
arm
want to get
hurts.
my flu shot today.
Well, you were still there,
I was
and
working.
we were out because we had just done voting.
I voted after work.
That's a
USA.
monster over there. Go ahead, jump on me. I know you want to. Oh, see, hand. Telling you, hand. That's the only thing that he
Oh,
like.
so gross.
It's the only thing on him
Ah,
that like never
gross.
regenerates though. Like he used the 1001 like. Also, the fact that that's the bite thing, even though that's not all the things like mouth looks like.
It's so gross. I don't want to look at it. I just want to see Vampire Lady. Ew,
Well, we're
blood
gonna-
is so gross and nasty.
Well, we are going to try. Okay, L2.
I like Five Nights at Freddy's because it's
How do I
not.
oh, okay.
bloody.
They didn't say. They said how to aim, but they didn't say how to shoot.
When do you press to shoot?
R2. Man, these things take a lot
Get
of
some
bullets.
headshots.
Cool. Use 7 bullets on that thing.
Girl, you're
This is
cra-
going to go well.
You're screwed. This is on the easiest difficulty too. Yeah, this
L-
is not.
I know.
would not
The,
recommend
I know
kids
the
playing
guard
this
is like
before bed.
ridiculously strong. Like he can block most anything. Yeah. I'm just like. Also, it's like L2 to aim. I'm like, is there. What button is there to shoot? I think that's more important than aiming. How do I shoot the guy?
Mom's I can get my food tomorrow. Nice.
Yeah. We would have taken you with us, just you weren't out yet. And we were like, we wanted to go get our shots as long as we were out and about, and I still had Ron and stuff like that.
LOL. That's fine. I probably could have stopped after. Did you go to Costco? You
Yeah.
said? Yeah, I probably theoretically I could have stopped after on my way home because I need to get gas. My car's got 40 miles till empty, baby. Boom, enough to get me to work one time, and potentially back depending on if traffic is not awful.
Also, the fact that you can just at any time go out of combat into the crafting screen to make yourself more,
Bullets. That's really funny actually.
yeah. It's
You
kinda,
getting your bean, baby?
you're like,
Oh, boy,
okay,
that's
you're
the
killing
meaning.
me. Just give me 5 minutes. I just need to do this.
Good boy.
Man, I have such a headache tonight. I don't know why.
Oh, your ibuprofen's in my pocket.
Well, that's part of the reason why I still have a headache. I don't know what started the headache.
I forgot that I had this right here.
Thank you. I'm gonna take drugs now.
What started the headache?
Yeah, I don't know what started.
Water. If you didn't sleep enough, you had a stressful day. If you didn't eat enough, you didn't drink enough water.
Well, going about it's always stressful just because the fact
Okay.
of like
It was
doing
actually
forms in
it
general
was actually
bothers
way
me.
easier than I thought it was.
Oh, yeah, it
'cause I
was-
thought there was gonna be a huge line,
It was better in that regard. It's just
but
going
they
to
like
the
subdivided
facilities.
ours even smaller. Like before last time we voted at Wake Tech, and it was like a huge bunch of people. And this time we voted at the elementary school even closer than
Oh, that's
Wake
how I
Tech.
switch the things.
Hey man, how is his hand not bleed? He should be dead.
I'm
I
also
think.
just trying to be
Hey,
like, okay,
real question: if
why
you
is R2
break your fingers off like that, would you bleed out, or is it like I know you have a neck artery and like a thigh artery?
I mean, it's in the side of his hand.
like wouldn't he bleed? Oh, it's so gross. Would you
he's gonna
bleed
bandage
out from that?
He's gonna bandage it in a minute or two. Just
Yeah, but like real medical question. I'm not super medically smart. Like, would you realistically bleed out? Because I feel like your hands get a lot of blood, and like if you cut your wrists, you die. So if you cut your hand off, would you die?
no, because I don't think there's anything.
Hey,
major
I've
there.
never seen it before, and I don't recommend looking it up because I've never looked it
I'm
up.
like people
But
like.
you never heard of
lose
like
fingers and they can
degloving?
usually
Isn't
put
that
them back.
nasty? They like it's like when your skin comes off.
I don't want to know
Like a
about that.
glove.
I didn't even know that was a thing. But
Just taking a glove off. Hey, we should steal his stuff. You
he's
orange
got juice.
I know, we should steal some freaking juice. Yummy. Those potatoes. You know what's crazy today? I was giving the kids snack today, and they're like, "Can I have this?" I was like, "Okay." "Can I have this?" "Okay." And they're like, "When's lunch?" I'm like, "You just ate like 600 things, and now we're gonna have lunch, and you're gonna eat 1,000 things, and now we're gonna have another snack, and you're eating 100 things." So I don't know if kids are normally supposed to be that hungry, or if I was just like, "Sure, here you go," because I don't want to be
Everything with this
overfeeding
knife.
them. But I didn't want to have them be hungry, you know, because I know kids need like
I like how it
energy.
strikes at a singular time. It's like, yeah,
Yeah, you get
can
one strike.
you don't get to do any more aesthetic damage than
Oh,
that.
look at this cute guy. Oh my god, he's so cute. Close your eyes again so I can take a picture of you.
No, he's not gonna do it.
Close your eyes, I want to take a picture of you. You're
I
so
could move
cute.
the other one, but I can't move this one.
Well. My phone is it's just videos and videos of my dog and then children who are not mine. That's all my phone is. Mystery readers, hey, that's not me. That's someone else. Somebody else can deal with that. I need to upload, speaking of this, I need to upload some photos. October 29. Last video I
Body being
uploaded
dragged.
was
I'm glad we can distinguish that
October
among all the
20
other noises right now.
October 24. It's the
Encouraging.
last video.
Someone's gonna jump on me at any moment. I'm just gonna like stare at it and be like, I wonder what I should do in this situation.
Help! I guess I'm gonna. Oh, radio static. Hey, let me tell you one thing. I figured this out when I was listening to Kids Have Infinite Space for Snacks. That's what I'm wondering. I was like, they have like a granola bar and a meat stick and a juice pouch and like Cheetos, but they're peanut butter flavors, like peanut butter puffs, and some grapes, and like a rice cake. I was like, this is all for one meal, dude. And then on top of that, he's like, and he had chicken nuggets, and then he had peanut butter, and then what else? And then he had like 2 more pouches, like fruit pouches, squeezy pouches, and then he had more peanut butter puffs, and then we had pretzels. I was like, dude, I want you to grow, so I will keep. I'm gonna keep feeding you this. I just hope your parents aren't mad if you don't want to eat dinner later. But I think they have Taco Tuesday, so I think
like grandma's stairs, like
that's so right. That's exactly how
terrifying.
Stairs are. Yeah, and she's like, I'm
like,
girl, I'm afraid of those freaking stairs.
Like
I've always been afraid of those stairs. They're like single plank wood stairs.
How do I reload? Did they tell me how I'm gonna reload?
No, but there's like ammo over there. Oh my god. Pick up. Oh, you hit square to reload.
Okay, well, that's... Okay.
Interesting. So, I mean, they have this one oatmeal...
Just a dead body. Alright, well...
They have this one, like, ice oatmeal, whatever.
I probably didn't need to shoot that guy.
Hey, man, those oatmeal freaking bars that have, like, the little icing on it are so good. So good.
That looks encouraging.
The baby picked one, and I was like, girl, I'm gonna eat half of this. So I ate half of that, and I gave her the rest, because she had a lot of food all day. And they had Rice Krispies, and then rice cakes, and then different types of granola bars, and like meal bars, and also juice pouches. I was like, these kids were chomping, and like a grilled cheese, and then some candy, and then more. I was like, dang, girl, I opened a couple different things. So I was like,
I don't think I'm being very effective with this gun. I'm just gonna be honest.
You're out of freaking food. The favorite thing that they have at my favorite thing they have at their house.
7 bullets to get down, and I'm just kind of like waiting.
Do
for him
you
to
have to kill him?
I'm assuming. I don't know where we're going elsewhere.
Oh, we gotta go this way.
Yeah.
Yeah, you gotta shoot him in the face.
See, I've shot him like
how
many times
now? You
now?
gotta shoot him in the face, I think.
I am trying to shoot him in the face. I'm just not great at aiming.
I like that he's sustaining damage though. I like that there's visible damage on his face.
Yeah.
Are you sure we're not supposed to just run the other way?
Well,
you blew his head up.
His head just exploded.
Okay,
so.
well that answered that question. I hear somebody else.
Yeah. Oh, nice.
Oh my god.
That's
oh my
great.
god. You can also hit him with a knife. You will take much more damage.
Oh, I keep forgetting to guard.
Why do we have the same haircut right now, actually?
Oh, I don't even need to hit reload. It just automatically does it. How many times do I have to shoot you in the head?
Ew, it's so gross. I only play this game for the vampire lady. I hate everything else.
He disintegrates afterwards. So that's nice.
Nasty. Yuck.
Is it over? I say as I kill 2 people.
Yeah, really, dude. I'm like, ew.
Doing
this
great,
is so
Ethan.
gross. Let's see. What's this video of? Survivors.
And then
Is that a fake broadcast? I feel like that's fake.
No, it's real.
Oh, okay.
That's the one where we go and like help the one man, and we bring him into the safety.
Oh, and then he kills everyone.
Yeah, and then he.
Sorry, we're spoiling this game before it happens because we've seen. Hey, also this game's been out for like a couple years.
Many years at this point.
I feel like at least 3.
Oh, way more than 3, I would say.
Resident Evil 8.
Good thing I barricaded the door beforehand, right?
It's got a 10 out of 10 on Steam, 4.7 out of 5 on PlayStation, 8 out of 10 on IGN. I would agree, 4.5 out of 5. Well, I don't want to say 4.5. I would say 3.5/4. Because the first half, I think, is really strong. The first 2 lords, I think, are very strong. I think Moreau's a weak point. I think Heisenberg's great for a different game. I think his whole area is great. I think he should have been a sub-game or like DLC.
He's good. His area has third case syndrome of the last area of the game, so it's so freaking long. By the time you actually face him,
yeah, it's 3 years
you're kind of like, okay, I'm done.
That's what I thought.
Done doing this game. Not to mention, he has a giant hammer and he never uses it.
Yeah, exactly.
He should have been a 2-phase boss fight.
I love his idea. I love that, like,
he's like Nicolas Cage.
Oh, I was like,
Magneto.
why did it say Y-cans? I didn't see the L. Lycans. I thought it said Y-cans.
Oh, there's a guy
I like, yeah, he's voiced by, I don't remember his name, but he's the same guy. I normally know his name. He also voices
I'm gonna walk past that guy.
What's
if
his
I
name?
can.
It's not Alistair, and it's not Alucard. What's his name?
Which
Astarion.
Astarion.
He's Astarion. It's his voice actor, and he also plays what's his name, Norman Reedus. Or no, that's a completely different actor. He plays what's his name, Reed maybe from Detroit. You know, oh L3 is to run. Wow, dang, she said headshots. Thunk.
Well, I have aim assist on. That's definitely helping.
Girl, everything that helps. Get anything that will help.
Survive the attack. Great.
Oh, this is like a survival gauntlet barrier. You're gonna probably die.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna die. I respect. Wait, how do I run?
Press down on the L button.
Oh, well, that's nice.
One time we went to this dice shop and there was a golden retriever inside, and it was awesome. She was in when we went to Indianapolis. Super cute. Let me just picture Piper. She's so cute. I love this girl.
Trying to guard, but I'm not doing this right. We're doing great at this game, Ellen. I'm doing so good.
Halloween.
I feel so capable.
Yeah, girl, me freaking too. Where's this Halloween video? I'm looking for this video. 2 videos. Where is it? I must have already posted.
Okay, well, I'm
it.
out of. Okay, give me a minute, guys.
Yeah, just.
Okay, do I have the means to make bullets yet?
Halloween. Girl, that's so freaking cute. Let me make sure this is the right video. Did I already post Halloween?
Nope, don't have the means to make
No, you
bullets,
don't.
and I'm out of stuff, so I guess I'm gonna just stab them.
Okay, let me post Halloween. Do this.
It's okay, we're just gonna.
Because instead of texting it to the mom, I hey, if you guys aren't on homeroom
Ow,
or
that hurt.
sharing photos, like private photos,
I'm just gonna like let you stand here until they're
definitely
gone.
recommend. Do this. Halloween.
Whether you stand in this alley until this attack done.
Honestly, I feel like you have the right idea where you just like kind of sit there and you're, oh, owies, ow, ooh,
Yeah,
owies, oh, and now we're dying, uh-oh.
It's okay.
You don't have any HP.
Well, we do have healing stuff.
Okay, so are we dying or are we like medium dying?
No, we're not dying.
So I say just like hold your stance. Yeah, do they take damage when you're... Yeah, now do it again. And we're out of ammo?
Yeah. I don't know that I just missed an area
Dang.
where you can get
We
more.
definitely did, because the knife is known to be the weakest weapon. And it's like really, really hard to
Cool, I
use.
killed him with a knife.
Hey, girl.
I'll take that.
Slay. Get with it.
I killed them with a knife. I feel so empowered. This is definitely not the most efficient way. Oh, and there's more behind me. Cool. Nice. This guy's bald. Nice.
He's got like a crusty clown hair.
This is definitely the way this game is meant to be played.
We're so good at this game.
There's also random flaming arrows, and I'm just like, am I in the
Hey,
spot?
shout out to the random flaming arrows in the room tonight.
But I'm like, it's not doing anything because I'm in a alleyway, so it's
Yeah.
not really doing me any good.
To save. Ooh, that's a very sharp stick thing. Jeez. Okay, now I have this. I'm watching videos.
Again, my
and stuff.
hands should not be guarding me as much as they are.
Crap. Me. That one cracks me up.
Okay, yeah, I should have guarded. I was I was like, gonna keep hitting him until he dies. Cool. That means to make ammo yet?
What can you do with crystal skulls outside of sell them?
Sell them. I don't have enough rusted scrap yet.
Oh,
Again, because I'm in this one area that like the things are.
mm-hmm.
I forgot it. Sorry, forgot the guy behind me.
Yeah. Do this one.
Cool.
Oh, did we die?
No, I think we just got thrown. This is a scripted cutscene, if I remember correctly.
Whoa! He's got a man on his spear.
He does. And he's on a
Do we have
horse.
to fight all these guys?
No.
Okay.
The
Yeah,
bell's
well.
gonna ring and then they're gonna run off.
Oh, Big Papa's here. They love it when they call me Big Papa. What in the Norse mythology is going on here?
These names like
I was
Urias or
watching a
something.
video that got something about like this guy, and about like he's got like a brother.
Yeah, he
Story.
does.
And there's like a reason why they look like this versus the other ones. I think it's something with genetics.
Yeah, see, the bell's gonna toll and then they're gonna run away. This is, again, the other thing about this game is 8 is very strongly based off of 4, and this is also how the beginning of 4 goes as well.
Oh, I've never played 4. Is it also like they can't
It's
be
the
gothic.
one they just remade with Leon and everything.
Oh my god!
I didn't even
dude.
notice that was in our leg.
Ah! Ooh! Ooh! They hurt really bad. Ooh! Ooh!
Okay.
Ew. Ew! Put your nasty hand away. Ew! Stop! I wish there was like a censored mode where we could just not look at anything gross and just look at the vampires. Ah!
And that's the way it's gonna look for the rest of the
yuck,
rest of the
dude.
game.
Gross!
Even though we're
Ew. I just want to see it lay down the trash.
Well, we gotta go talk to Mother Miranda.
Honestly,
later.
it's different because normally when I watch this game, I don't actually watch it. I have it in the background while I'm doing something else. This is the first time I have to like sit and actually experience it on a big screen and not like through the you have like somebody else in between you guys.
I'm curious. What do we
Gross.
get for a trophy?
Probably just like a checkpoint trophy.
Yeah, we're obviously not getting that one
2%. Yay! Oh boy.
to show that. Just want to know which trophy we just got. Just not liking this. I don't know what that is. I don't know if that's like
Get killed by a lichen.
Well, we didn't get killed. That's the thing. It's a scripted sequence. But I like the fact that like, oh no, terror, and I'm like, I'm gonna keep hiding behind this house.
God, that was freaking nasty, dude. I'll be so real.
This
with
is
you.
definitely the way the game is meant to be played. I'm gonna hide behind this house and guard and hit them with my knife. Look at me go. I'm in a horror game. The fact that I was able to kill like 3 of them with a knife, I think is pretty impressive.
That could be. Oh, is this the long one? I wanted to do the short one. Oh, gross.
Because horror game,
Shows
limited ammo and
IOC.
all that, and so you're like, you're supposed to go between the 2 of them. I'm like, nah, I don't got time for that. We're on a mission today. It says, I'm assuming if I hit that, I just blow up.
Well, so what happens if you, like, examine? You don't have to hit it.
Shotgun ammo, even though I have no shotgun. Hurt.
Jeez. I think I'm great for kids in the way that I, like, one of my...
Full
I
gun
guess-
power, yeah.
I don't know if it'd be a stim or, like, a tick is I, repeat words a lot. So I'm great for little children learning how to talk, because I will just repeat what they're saying. Can I have the Clefairy Squishmallow when you have a moment, or are you using it?
No, I'm not using it.
Can I have it from my tummy? Nice. Only a huge tail, too.
I know it does. You know the next ones they're doing are Chansey and Eevee.
Oh, that's cute. I'm
Darn.
surprised they don't have an Eevee yet.
I know it actually, but I'm like, darn, my favorite normal types. I'm gonna have to go and get that.
Yeah.
Obviously. We're just gonna look around a little bit here. Also, love that everything's on fire. Loving that.
Bumping that, bumping that, bumping
Again,
that,
I love the
bumping
fact that
that,
we like
boom,
lived
boom,
through
boom,
that.
boom,
Through essentially being like,
boom,
hey,
boom.
what if we just hide?
Fair enough.
What if I just stay in this small corridor here
Fair
and then let
enough.
people hit me? And I only had to heal once. I think that's not bad. It's probably a way to do that, like, really. I'm not good at this game. But that's fine, we're only trying to get so far.
You shouldn't be out here. It's not safe.
And that's a story. The end.
Hey, can you hear me?
Oh, what's the The child's love.
Hey, wait. Do you mean Rose?
I want to be a
Is she
bat.
here?
Rosie. She is incredible.
Me, Pookie. Your wife is Mother Miranda. Laughs evilly.
Also, do they use this whole thing with the bell any other time?
No, you do not.
It's again, this game feels like the castle section should have been way better. So ideally, if you were to do this again, I would put Moreau's area first, the lake, because I think that's a
Don't start with your strongest, which is very much in most obviously the castle, which really
they did so much
they
research
did
for it for what's a very small
and
area.
they did a great job with the castle and marketing it. So they should have saved it for
Everyone else
I
thought it
wouldn't
was
say
gonna be-
last. I would say third to last.
Well, that's what I'm saying. The only ones I would switch is that I would switch. Sorry, the thing. I would switch Moreau's and the
Because
castle.
I feel like Beneviento's
Should
house
still
will
be
be a
second.
great build up. It'll really build some great atmosphere before going into the castle. So I think it would have a really strong third act. And then you can go to Heisenberg's because that really links in the classic Resident Evil. And then that I think would have made the game much stronger.
I would have, yeah. I'm like,
But
if
I understand like people who will go through the castle then stop and not play the game ever again. So I was like, I also could. Yeah.
well, that's what we're doing, and that's the beginning of the game. So
Yeah,
is that
I
much better?
did that. But
That's what I'm saying. I'm like, out of all the things, I'm like, I would have just switched around. If you had to change nothing else, I would have just switched around Moreau's area in the castle.
yeah.
Because, like, that area is an area that honestly isn't that interesting, but it builds up the tension. He's honestly the most inconsequential of the lords.
Yeah, and he's a freaking Willy, a little weenie.
And then you obviously
he's
still
a
have
punk.
Benevento second. I think hers is still well placed. It's a good horror sequence, but it's still not very difficult combat-wise.
Yeah, agreed.
It's more puzzles. Then have the third area be the castle. Make it big and expansive. And then still end with Heisenberg's area,
Yeah.
which is fine. But I'm like, the castle is very cool. Why? Oh, we have a map?
There's a map in this game?
Oh.
I've never seen anybody who I've watched play have maps in the game.
I'm guessing these are areas we've cleared out. Cool. I mean, the village itself is lovely, but it's also kind of like you did all that research for the castle, and it's you can't revisit it. It's the fact that once you complete an area, you can't go back.
Yeah.
You're just done. You can revisit the village plenty, but I'm like, once you're done in an area, you can't go back and revisit. It would have been nice to be like, okay, if you're not going to use it, then maybe we'll reuse the castle like afterwards. Like, maybe you come back and it's been inhabited by more monsters or something like that, or certain things have moved or something like that, you know?
Yeah.
Some kind of other item, okay. I'm just gonna go out knifing people, you know?
Yeah, girl, that sounds awesome.
Also, how the heck are we making bullets?
I don't know. Crunching them together.
I don't know, where are we trying to head again?
New content. Grip. Fight.
Got graves, very nice. Oh, it's a goat. We offer these ghosts of warding to protect the villagers. People, those who break them will feel Miranda's wrath. So what are we supposed to do with it?
I think we have to break it. We win.
I mean,
It's
are
not
we,
like she's not gonna kill us anyway.
yeah, I'm like, aren't we already doing the whole wrath thing? The funny thing about this is, like, this was all just one huge, like, experiment. Like, she essentially had a cult, and they all, like, worshipped her, and then she's like, yeah, I got the baby I was looking for, screw all the rest of you. So she's essentially just got Ethan in here to clean house. And I'm just like, honestly, impressive that he's able to do that, but, yeah. The fight... Also, the fact that, like, they are so committed to, like, this isn't the way, that's not the way that, like, that name would actually pronounce, but, like, that's the way they chose to pronounce it, so. So I remember they had someone who examined this who was, like, you know, an actual, like, person from, like, Romania who, like, you know, studies castles, and she's, like, you know, before the game came out, and she's reading it, and, like, she pronounces the name the way it's supposed to be pronounced. And they're like, oh. It's, they should have changed it, or I don't know, told the actress that it's actually pronounced this way, or they should have changed the spelling. You know.
For what? Dimitrescu?
Yeah. Well, Dimitrescu is actually how should be pronounced.
It is Dimitrescu?
Yeah.
What? I thought in Romanians it's Dimitrescu.
No.
Oh.
They choose to pronounce it this way.
That's it now. That's kind of like sometimes, that's what drives me nuts, and sometimes when they have the dub actors come in for a lot of different things, they, purposely, you know, they do their best, but sometimes they do pronounce the thing wrong. Like you have Arceus and Arceus, or like when I was watching the...
Anyway, so we got him over
Chinese
here.
one.
We got,
Wow, she looks so good.
we got...
Moreau, they said go to jail, ugly.
Well, I love the fact that, like, that looks like a photo, that looks like a photo, that looks like character art.
Yeah, they're like, here's this ugly man.
And that looks like a photo. Like, all three of them look like a photo, so that clearly is concept art.
Yeah.
At least they tried for the other three. Moreau doesn't ever catch a break.
Free stuff. I'm stealing your things. Mother Miranda is such a cool concept. I would love to see her fleshed out. It's another thing I think making this a Resident Evil game kind of put it
I love
in
this
a
obvious
box.
clue here, being like, hey, puzzle, go here.
Yeah.
Case wasn't obvious, go in this direction. Again, I appreciate. My problem is that I'm like, I don't know where Louise's house is. I'm gonna wander around Lost for a little while, actually. I already came around this way because this has the well that I can't do anything with yet. I guess I need some. Maybe I need a crank or something. What time are we at right now?
9:45.
Oh, that explains why I'm tired. We are determined to go and get to the castle.
I gotta
We have
put
to
my leisure suit.
we
down
have to at the
for
very
it.
least see the vampire lady.
I didn't have a craft to do on Monday because I just don't have my life together, so I don't have anything prepped. So I had them roll dice. It was very fun.
Did they enjoy it?
Yeah, I think so to an extent. I think a lot of them conceptually it was just way above their brains.
They do have little brains at that point.
Yeah. Cuties.
All right.
And all the kids
No,
got
but, like-
Halloween tattoos last week. I'm
But like
yeah,
they had like a
tatted
whole
up.
like the amount of features they had about the castle and stuff like that you're kind of like
I posted a photo.
you're kind of like, man, they're putting so much into this castle that you're like, you thought it would be a large part of the game. It's the first area, so by nature of being the first area, it's not terribly hard, it's not terribly long, and this really awesome villain you have is the first boss fight. So you know it's epic enough, but it's the first boss fight, so it's not that hard.
I mean, she's been on track. I think my co-teacher must upload her photos when I'm doing morning meeting, because, like, girl, when do you have time to, first of all, take these photos, and second of all, post them all?
It sucks to be the first area boss, especially when you're, you know,
Last time I posted
actually
them
really powerful, but you
was
can't be really powerful because the game can't let you be really
October
powerful yet.
17th thing. That's crazy.
Okay, I don't remember where I've already
October
gone.
17th. I gotta go all the way back in time.
Where have I already
So
gone?
that's one thing, like, hey man, the grind is always the grind. Always on that grind. Let's see, that's Andy's mutant monster, whatever it's called.
Oh, I just
Okay,
noticed
last
I
time
had
I
a
posted
shotgun.
was-
When did I pick up a shotgun?
Police visit thing, that's crazy. When did you pick up a shotgun?
I don't know. I'm just. ADHD showing, right?
Yeah, really, what the
I just
heck?
dropped my controller. Oops.
Does. Do you need to get it for you, or are you okay?
No, I'm fine. I kicked it back up
So
myself.
this looks like I
But I'm
did.
just looking at it and being like, when did we pick up a shotgun?
Police visit.
I was too busy talking. I don't even
Me.
know. Okay, where am I trying to go?
Photos. You're supposed to go to Luis's. It is weird that there's not like just an ambient soundtrack playing.
That probably happens after we meet the Four Lords.
Yeah, because like the game just it's very sound wise it's very empty, which I'm sure is a choice on purpose. So police
Choices were
visit.
made.
Yeah,
Well, they have the handrail accessibility.
pretty sure you did that one.
Let me go look at the map again.
Mhm. Mhm.
Me and my knife. Okay, where does it say on the map? Here. Okay, so hers is outside the little... I'm guessing we're trying to get over here?
Oh yeah, to Luisa's house.
Yeah, I
Where
said-
are we at? Where's the church? Is the main thing. The church is on the left. Luisa's. Yeah, that should be Luisa's house is over there on the other side. Oh, well, lockpick. Well, we should probably go get that.
No, that's things I can lockpick.
Oh, we don't have a lockpick though. Can we like rotate the map?
No.
Word. Very cool.
I should love when you're trying to explore a game and be like, man,
Love that.
I'm
Love
gonna
that. I
check
don't know what's
something.
happening. Oh, what's going on? Boop boop. Beep.
I'm gonna turn the camera off. Honestly, it's making me motion sick.
The camera.
The way it jolts around.
Yeah, the way it goes like. Vroom. That's why a lot of times I don't watch these videos. I listen because it seems these.
I think that might be what's giving me a headache.
Maybe it makes me like dizzy. Spider hat. Tarantula. Tarantula. Is it? Watching. I'm like, I'm doing what I tell you to do. I'm compressing my chest super bad. Let's see, pants. Snack time.
I wish I had more to comment on right now, but I'm just kind of like lost. So I'm kind of like,
It's okay.
I'm gonna drink my
Take a peek at that freaking castle, dude.
Mm-hmm.
That's nice.
That's a nice castle to pay. They didn't use it.
I know, you really don't get to explore outside of like one level of it.
Yeah.
You get to do the
A lot
main
of people,
floor and I think the
a lot of people were
basement.
suspecting it was going to be like a majority of the game. The fact that it's the first area, everyone.
Also, I would wish that they could make somebody, can make a game like this, but where it's just in the castle.
Well, the funny thing is that like it was amazing how many Let's Players I watched. Like almost all of them were like, "Oh, is that it?
Done? Yeah.
We're done."
It's over?
Like so many of them came in there for again the hot vampire lady, and it's amazing how many of them were like, "Oh, is that it? That's all we get?"
That's all? Alright.
I break the box and I forget to pick up what's in the boxes. I'm just like, yeah, bro, that's all we got. That's all she wrote. Oh,
You die?
well, something hit me, that's for sure.
Sorry, I'm captioning my preschool pictures. Helpers. Mystery reader. Okay. Let me tell you. Hi! What's up with you, Dan 22B? Is the
Okay.
22B...
I'm
is,
so
oh,
not good at this game.
that's not... What's the one for Sherlock Holmes? Is that 220...
L1?
221B? 221B?
Okay, I'm holding.
B Baker Street? Not much, just chilling? Same dog.
So
I'm
it says
eating.
L1 in order to push the enemy away. I'm like, how?
Evie's playing...
L1's guard.
I'm eating some... Rice Krispie treats.
I can guard and shoot at the same time. I didn't even know I could do that.
Can you?
Apparently
awesome.
I can. Are you?
L1 push enemy away. I don't know how to do that. Question for the crowd. Thoughts on... Do you remember when Rice Krispie Treats had, like, the different flavors of Rice Krispie Treats? They had, like, this, then they had, like, chocolate, and then they had, like, this one drizzle with chocolate, and then they had this one with, like,
The aim
rainbow
assist
sprinkles
does
in
help. I will admit. The aim assist
it.
helps.
Do you have a preference on your favorite Rice Krispie Treat? Thoughts?
I guess anyone's fine.
I love these because they're so marshmallowy, but when you make them yourself, then they're so much crispier, like they're crunchier, but sometimes they hurt my teeth, you know? I was doing this thing today with the kids when they were at lunch because I was like, hey man, we're yapping too much. I gotta take a break. So I used my hairbrush as a microphone, and
Oh,
I
found
wouldn't
a
let them
character.
talk unless I gave them a microphone. Oh, did we find it?
Oh yeah.
Louisa.
I just went in here by random chance.
It's another thing where you're like, oh, she might be really helpful. Oh. He's infected.
It's okay. I'm not gonna hurt you. I'm just glad to see normal people at last.
Do you think this is what real village is like? Rice Krispies from Noodle & Co. are the best? Really? I don't think are they like the super big ones? Like, sometimes I like when they have like chunks of marshmallow in them. So, just recently, like, Rice Krispies are really my favorite, like, treat right now. You know, sometimes you're like, I love some chocolate. Right now, for me, it's Rice Krispies, because it's, like, sweet, but they're also crunchy. Buddy, he's dead. Oh, we're not in Louisa's house. Sorry, but we're
No.
getting closer. I love the ones, when they have them at, like, bake sales, and they're, like, huge. We have this one, so we went to this tea shop in York when we went there this summer. And it was, like, this famous York tea
But
house or
he's
whatever.
clearly dying, and
I'm
we're
pretty
we're
sure it
still
was
in
there.
like a zombie game. So I'm like, we're gonna bring him into the safe house, and then he's going to kill all of them. We'll be like, great job.
Good job, team.
I can go through that. Nice.
But I love the thing there is that they had, like, these specialty Rice Krispie treats, and they were, like, huge squares. I'm talking, like, 6 inches by 6 inches. Like, they were huge cubes. They were awesome. It was made of all different stuff, like, Lucky Charms, or, like, Cheerios, or, like, Oreos mixed in with Rice Krispies. That stuff was so freaking good, dude. But sometimes you have to be careful, because if you use if the, like, kernel itself is too big of, like, cereal or whatever, then it's hard to chew. It gets really hard. And, like, Lucky Charms were right on the edge of being a little bit too big, but luckily they, like, cooked down well, and we could cut it with a knife, but they're teetering on the edge of being too much. But I love Rice Krispies. Like, the, like, pre-made ones, you can really only get, like, it's a very certain flavor you can get with them. And they're the softest. Like, homemade ones are much harder. I love just making, I'll be so real, I love just making that little, when you're making them, and you melt the butter, and then you put the marshmallow, and you stir it up and melt it down. I love just eating that. I'm gonna be so real. That's my favorite part. I don't even need the crispy. I just... But the problem is it's so hot. It, like, burns you every time you eat it. But I could just eat, like, roast and roast.
I'm really
I
not
think
great at
that's
this
what
garden thing.
Marshmallow fluff is, but I think marshmallow fluff is, like, mostly eggs, maybe?
Okay, lock onto the other guy.
I actually
It's,
don't
like,
know
right
what
in front of me.
marshmallow fluff is made out of. But my dad made this graham cracker treat that was really good.
It says L1 to push it away. L1's block. They mean R1?
I think it might be L1 when you, like, when you're, like, crunched up and they, like, hit you.
No, evidently I just healed myself. I don't know what I'm doing with the controls right
Like,
now.
when they push you like that, I think that's what it means. Like, as, like,
I know I've been
recoil.
trying to, and it's not doing anything for me. I'm really not great
Maybe
at
it's
this
like a
game.
timing thing, like a perfect block kind of moment.
No, I don't know.
But he shakes it off as if his head was not about to explode. Oh, I guess you shot the other guy when you missed the first guy. That's nice.
Oh, nice.
I'll bring you a bunch. I have so many left from Halloween. Hey, I would love that.
Okay,
I
there's
freaking
another
love.
guy behind me, apparently.
I love freaking these yummies. Fluff is egg whites. Oh, my mom just told me marshmallow fluff is made of egg whites. So I didn't remember. Because marshmallow fluff is not normally my favorite thing, because it's got, like, I don't know, it's a more chewy flavor. Well, we had
I
this
did
cute,
block that one.
we went to boba tea, and they could do little ghosties, what they call. They take marshmallow fluff and they, like, push it on the side of your cup, and it sticks there, and then they draw a face on the
Oh.
outside. That was so cute.
Come here so I can cut you.
Me. But I saw this TikTok trend that was like, it was like the
Oh, I can
ghosties,
break-
but then
Okay.
it's for kids. So then you put chocolate
I'm
milk
doing
in the
very
ghosties
not great
cup.
at this game.
I think you've been doing great, actually. Squishmallow reveal. Clefairy. Cheese. I will say, I like how the Pokemon ones are very firm. Like, if you want a really firm Squishmallow, I go for the because I have a Jengar one that's like the medium small. Like the ones that are on the smaller end. Closer to, like, it's a bit bigger than this one.
I can never tell the range on this knife.
You know, it's like 2 sizes down from this, but 1 size up from this. And it's very, very firm. Like, this is very, like, it doesn't have a lot to it, but that one's, like, very,
Okay,
very stuck.
That guy died.
And I wonder if it's because Pokemon has, like, certain regulations. Because,
Okay,
like,
for the
this one is
first
really,
ti-
really
third
firm.
time I'm gonna try and pick up the stuff.
Sometimes they're really soft, but these are so...
grabbing me.
They also have this one at Target I saw. It's huge. It's a Foy Coco, and I don't know Foy Coco. I haven't played that game.
Well, that's one
But-
I got the medium one of.
It's like a ball. You know how Squishmallows are like kind of oval? No, this one's like a orb. I like that one a lot.
These are pretty bad fences if I can break them down with a knife.
My papa's sleeping next to me. He's so cute. Then we have a new addition to up here. We've got Halloween Stitch. Boop. Between moon, sun, reversible sun, moon, Vanny in the back. We got some Stitch Squishmallows back there. Stitch, this is pineapple upside down cake. Stitch. And then we have Vaporeon, Mimikyu. I think that one's from AliExpress. I believe. I think Evie got it offline. And then we have down here, we've got Hogwarts Express. We've got Stitch. It's like a baby toy, I think.
It is a baby toy, yeah.
It's got crunchy hands. That's a cutie. And then we've got Sleeping Sonic. And we've got Reese's Cup cat. Which is so sad because I loved Reese's Cups before. And they don't necessarily bother me now. But I worry about if I have too many peanut butter. Gives me oral histamine reaction. And it makes
made, like,
my
a bite of a
tummy
peanut butter
hurt.
and jelly sandwich and you got swallowed, so I think yes.
Yeah, well, here's the thing. I was sharing it with the baby, and it's like a very, like organic stuff. Like it's like Bobo's or something. They sell them at Costco, and it's like rolled peanut oats with something, and like a sandwich. So it's like healthy. And I think that's why, because it wasn't as heavily processed. No, I'm moving something with my hand.
Oh.
I'm fidgeting. Because I had broccoli for dinner, but broccoli always makes my, I feel like I get all, bloated.
I feel
I don't know,
that
it's
way
something
right
about broccoli. It's the fiber, or, like, the whatever, cruciferous vegetable. It always makes my stomach really bloated.
Oh, I forgot. I do have a shotgun. I've got a lot of shotgun ammo.
Are we
though.
trying to find Luisa's house still?
Yep. Still very lost.
Dang, girl, where are we freaking going, dog?
I'm trying to use the map. I'm like, I'm not really sure where I'm going half the time, so.
Where you going, puppy? My dog said, I'm out of here. I'm trying to post the photos still of my, my kiddos. 'Cause last time I posted was October, a long time ago. I haven't posted, any of their Halloween or Songfest stuff. So I'm like, let me
Oh,
do
cool,
that.
mine.
I saw this really funny bumper sticker. Evie was in the car, and it says "baby on board," and then the subline says "me, I'm baby,"
Mm-hmm.
and I was like, "That's so true."
That's nice.
Because I am baby. There's a picture of my dog. Hey, it makes me laugh, but it doesn't make anyone else laugh. Everyone looks in there like, okay, and I'm like, it's funny.
Oh, I could have hidden this
It's funny,
house when that
guys,
thing
I
was
promise.
attacking me. That would be nice.
You ever feel like when your teeth just feel dirty?
All the time.
Which is like after a long day. I brush my teeth twice a day, so it's like, it's not like I haven't brushed them. I'm just gotta
This is an impressive knife. The amount of things I can do with it is actually really cool.
Songfest. Haunted
Have I ever been here?
house.
Yeah, I'm not going.
Pushing
the right
the
direction.
wall to
I'm going the wrong way again, I think.
wall. Bigger laughing emoji. I am interested to see what my parents' reactions are when I come in with my freaking cool sleeves tomorrow. Boom, boom, boom.
I was like, our
Garfield.
parents' reaction wasn't much. I'm like, oh.
Our parents were like, oh, word. And I was like, yes, it's fun.
Well, it's kind of like you. We're just like, yeah, you did that to survive.
Well, so I don't mind. I'm telling you, the feeling of markers on your skin is so, for me personally, is so soothing. You know how, Olivia's like, I just like to cut hair. I just like the way that feels. That's me with markers. I just love the way markers feel when they rub on your skin. It's just so, I'm like, ooh. Ooh, that feels nice. I love that.
Okay, I'm clearly missing something here.
Learning how to read a second hand
Okay,
on a clock.
I can't get past that.
Halloween party.
Can't get past that.
Trying to roll matching.
Did we just miss something? That was off.
on
That was
the
like
dice. For which one?
I don't know where we're supposed to go right now.
Where are we at? Are you at Luisa's house?
Yeah, they can't get past the gate.
Do you have to like stand up to the gate and like
I
hit
don't
it
know.
with things? Shake it aggressively? Pee on it? Pee on it!
I don't think that'll do me.
Try
much.
it.
I don't think there's a
Have you
pee
tried the pee on it button?
option. I know.
Dang. Which is crazy because today the older kid was trying to make like all sorts of fart jokes and fart noises, and normally I'm a big fan of a poop joke. Big fan of potty humor right here. And I was like, buddy, you gotta knock it off. If I did tell her, I was like, if you're making me not laugh at your potty jokes, you know that your timing. I told her, I was like, you need to work on your comedic timing. Like, you're 7, you're old enough to learn. It's time to learn how to be funny, you know. I was like, I might have been
Again,
mean,
there's
but
wood
creaking.
creaking.
Can you hop up? Me to parry when it's nighttime. Hop up. Come on, hop up.
There's not a jump on this thing.
Can you... Is this the front door? Is there another door you
No,
can
it's the
do?
back.
Can you jump on that roof? To your right?
Oh, can I shoot that?
Shoot that. I don't think it'll do anything, but you should do it anyway.
No, I did something.
Ha, ha.
Cool.
Take that, punks.
Anyway. Don't know how to get
I don't
in
think
this
you're at the front door. I think you're at the side door.
Well, the front
that's
door
where
is
the
not
cl-
open because they won't open it.
How do we get them to open it?
I don't know.
Scream. Beg. Punch that thing.
See?
That side door they won't let you in?
No, this is where we left, these two.
Oh. If we talk to them, will they something?
I know.
What about that yellow thing? Oh, here you go.
That's not obvious at all. Wait, you tell me you guys couldn't manage to do this? It's right here.
No, we're not the protagonist. Don't you know?
Outhouse. Okay, it's a hole in the ground to poop. Speaking of poop.
Yeah, dude. Doom. Bink, bonk. Bink, bink, bonk. Right? Just posting
So if
my
he's like, you know, a special like
photos.
mold monster, he still has to go to the bathroom, right?
Yes. I don't know. It's kind of like in Harry Potter where you're like, so you're wearing these robes, do you just like absorb the pee back into your magic body? And they're like, no, they don't have indoor plumbing, so they have to like spell away the pee or whatever, or
So they
their
just
bathroom.
pee and then they
But here's the
clean it
thing,
up.
they're like, it has to be dispelled to like some magic dimension, like a bag of holding kind of thing. So at some point you're gonna go there and it's just gonna be full of pee and poop, and I'm like, that's crazy. Come on, help my zombified buddy. He looks like a zombie. Buddy,
You're welcome. Yeah, you got me even.
took your time. Are you freaking joking me? Oh, there's one bar. Buddy, those lichens can hop over that. But I don't know, I'm
Not
new
now.
here.
We aren't now.
The
because-
lichens are gonna jump right over that thing.
You know everything about what's going on here?
It doesn't make any sense. Mother Miranda has always protected us.
Also, the fact that we are laying him in with a machete.
They should just let him die. What are they gonna do? Help him? He's already like dead, dude. Girl,
Wait,
why
like,
aren't you taking
Get
care
rid
of
of his knife.
That's what I'm saying. And also he's staggering around like he's freaking wasted.
Yeah, the fact that we're literally there, people are safe in here. They might have survived. In fact, like, oh hey, are these going to be
This
NPC
is
characters?
how we've been surviving.
Like, well, the fact that
Spoiler alert, they're gonna murk everyone.
but the fact that there's no one in the village.
That's what I'm saying.
Open up, it's me, Elena.
Elena from the Barbie movie.
Done.
You guys see the Barbie movie? Hey, it's the guy from earlier.
For God's sake, Julian, let us in.
Julian. So true.
You will.
Good. I'm with Julian here.
Come now, these people are our friends. Go on, go inside.
I'm with you, buddy. You're smart.
No.
No, I'm not wearing clothes from the 1900s.
Love your outfit though. You got that, Gus.
Well, I was also thinking about old people. Their faces don't move like old people.
Elena trusts you. And so do I. Come inside.
Also, the other thing that disappoints me about the village is that it's called Resident Evil Village. These are the only people we see the entire game. I get the whole idea that they were all supposed to be wiped out, but like you could have made a few more NPCs around the village just so it's not like just empty and smoky and stuff.
Nope, that would be very easy. Dang, I gotta start doing some freaking push-ups.
Just like the fact that they introduced these characters and you think they were going to be like important somehow.
Yeah.
Like nope. It shows you all the
Psych!
landmarks in the village. Just again, there's a lot of cool lore in this game. Because it's busy being a horror game, though, it means that you don't really have time to like observe it.
Yeah.
Like the first part of the game is much more thematic, like with the castle and the Maviento house. But then after that, it's like, and we're back to Resident Evil. Just go and shoot it until it dies.
Slay!
Come inside, the others are waiting.
Again, we should have left the man up. Why does he still have a machete?
Outsiders, you're gonna get us all killed.
Guys, Anton. He helped Leonardo and Elena.
By ourselves.
Please, take a seat.
Why does he still have a machete? Why did no one take the machete from him?
From your entire village? All that's left? There is no one left! A worthless, invalid, stupid, wham bitch! And you! You drag a bloody man and an outsider in here like it's nothing
And you're drunk.
and expect to be all safe?
But he's right.
There is no safe! Every sorry bastard out there has been ripped in half!
So why is this house special? Why aren't they dying, you know?
Plot.
Tomorrow we're all dead. Just like your damn husband. Put a sock in it, Roxana!
That's enough.
Me.
This house has protected my family for generations.
She sounds a little bit like Lady Dimitrescu.
Or not. You are all welcome and safe in here.
That's an opinion you can have that I don't agree with.
Can someone please tell me what the hell is going on here?
We don't know. One day we were a quiet, devout village, and the next, the monsters came and attacked us. And they kept coming. Wait, Louisa, where is your husband? Did they? No. No, he's out there. Somewhere. He went to get help. Yes, that's it. He went to fetch help. Let us pray. For him. For all of us. Good idea. Come. Gather. Great ones, hear our voice. Together as one in reverence. You call on me
We're in a cult.
in the endless
They are.
to deliver us into fate's hands. As the midnight moon rises on black wings, so we make our sacrifice
What's the sacrifice?
and await the light at the end. In life and in death,
That guy's gonna turn into Lycan too.
glory. Mother Miranda.
What's the sacrifice? What are they sacrificing?
It's a prayer.
Now, the tea should be ready.
I have a machete. Buddy, put the machete down. 2 seconds.
There was an old woman near the graveyard.
There is wisdom in her devotion.
Would a bag of rats be crazy or just full of diseases?
Yeah.
Someone shoot him.
Leonardo, what's wrong? Are you okay?
Step faster, buddy. Oh my god. This is your fault, dude. Let you go so you can go die?
Yeah, we caused this. They would have been fine. They would have at least lasted another day.
You gotta shoot him in the face.
Yeah, well, Trying to aim at the face, I couldn't quite get it. Thank you.
Dang.
Also, the fact that we were introduced this character and she's dead within like 5 seconds.
You know, I thought she was gonna follow us for a lot longer, and then they were like, anyways.
Or at least be like a hub area in the main, like, she's like, she hangs out in like a random,
Well, I will have to give this
Cabin.
game credit very much for at least doing a linear story from start to finish with no hub world.
but I'm just saying that, like, you expect that, like, maybe she could be like in a random house somewhere and maybe get you items or something.
Leave me alone.
The fact that
Why
she,
are
like,
you being mad? You brought him in there, and he killed everyone. That's literally your fault, dude.
Yeah. It's probably the guilt, the reason that she dies at the end. She's like, she can't live with the guilt. Bring back memories of how we, like, crashed the truck in the previous game. Times. Love me an open drawer that they clearly just, animate for no reason. Again. That's why, actually, again, I was talking about this before. We were talking about, like, fandom scenes. It's funny, like, again, there isn't a lot. We're gonna crash it with the truck. Is that, like, Resident Evil, like, doesn't have a whole lot in terms of characters, so its fanfiction scene is largely about, like, the 1, 2, 3 playable characters. Hey, Soup! Love the same Soup stock assets that we keep using. But, what's interesting about this game... Oh, cool, bag. We're gonna take their savings.
Let's steal from them. I love being a thief.
Out of the key ring. Where's the screwdriver?
I love taking people's money and making it my money.
But, here's the truck key. Come on, let me...
Renaissance Fair. I did not know so many people went to a Renaissance Fair until this year. My friends were like, "You want to go?" And I was like, "Sure." And now, like, everybody and their brother I see at the Renaissance Fair in, like, full Renaissance get-ups. I didn't know it was that popular. I wish I would have known. Everyone's, like, dressed up so whimsical.
Very fun.
Yeah, what the heck? Everyone looks great.
Anyway, but, like, so like I was saying, so it's interesting Resident Evil 8 in terms of, oh, we got, hey, XC.
Hi, Bestie.
No, we've never
You
played this game
this
before.
No, but we've both watched it.
This was one of my hyperfixations for about 6 months, and I know a lot about Gothic literature. So I, like, was attracted to this game purely because of all the Gothic inspiration it has within it. So we never played the game before. I literally bought it out of appreciation for it, like a literature piece. I, was pretty entrenched in the fandom when it first came out. And I was just talking about them. Like, I found this game very fascinating in terms of, like, its, lore, its inspirations. It's got a lot of interesting things going on here. It also has a lot of flaws. But, okay. We're gonna, crash a van because that happened in the previous game and it was fun.
Let's crack this bad boy.
Let us crash this car. Also, let's think about here. Also, how are they supposed to get this out normally? There's, like, a truck in here, but there's, like, nowhere to drive it out. Hit the gas. Woo.
Are you alright?
Let me back up again.
The fire. There was at any time.
Rip.
I'm like, maybe I can break through the front door with this. I'm like, well, that did nothing.
Yeah, that was stupid. Girl, can't you climb yourself? Be self-sufficient. Come on.
She's about to die in 5 seconds. Give her a little slack.
I know. She's from a small town.
Try not to breathe in the smoke.
Yeah, don't worry as this
Don't
building
you guys
burns
know
around
you
us.
don't want to go Pup, you want to go out? Jump out a window.
Again, the fact that we couldn't let her like be an NPC for a little longer.
See, when he said that, I was like, of course.
It'll hold as it just broke underneath my weight. Don't worry.
Window.
That's our way out.
Girl, go. 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 Let's figure that out once we're outside of this burning house.
There's too many.
Hey, don't talk like that.
He's like, I survived a whole pit of monsters in Louisiana. Trust me, you'll be fine.
In that old castle.
The place is full of nothing but blood and death.
Girl, we're in a burning freaking house. Let's...
Father?
Father?
Elena, no. That's not him. Not anymore.
Didn't you see him murder like 1,000 people?
Wait, it's not safe.
Not... No, see, I don't feel bad because you did that. That was stupid.
Come on. Give me your hand.
Jump out the window. Look, there's a beam right there you can stand on. Look at that beam right next to you. Go slightly to the right. Just a little bit. You could grab the windowsill. Oh. Hey, I heard burning to death isn't
Also, this
as
place is
painful
appa-
after the first immediate searing pain. After it burns your skin off, apparently it's not supposed to hurt that bad.
Also,
Theoretically, she stopped, dropped, and
Ethan
rolled out of
should-
the building. She should be fine.
also,
She stopped, she dropped, now she just keep rolling, and eventually the fire will go out. You might be able to survive.
I like the fact that Ethan's like has all these just great timing with his quips. Like, wow. Also, again, the fact that we couldn't have a random
It's a
NPC
small town girl.
lady for like a little longer. What is there not to get? We're in a burning building.
I'm only so mad about that because I've already seen that cutscene like 10 times.
Just give
Yump,
her her,
Evie.
she'll be fine.
Yump, Evie,
Yeah,
yump.
give her the magic juice. Use.
Yeah, give her your whatever mold.
You're saying that now?
How do you spread the mold?
After
Like,
every...
Didn't he breathe or something? This is so like that. Didn't that hurt so bad?
I'm like, that had...
Buddy, I was like, I have just like a bruise on my hand and it hurts to like do like to curl my hand.
You're missing like 2 fingers.
And he's like, "Thunk." Buddy, hey man.
But also, this is Ethan Action Man here, so, you know,
He's
clearly-
also made out of freaking mold. So how do you like get the mold? You have to like eat it, breathe it.
No, it like assimilates you, from what I understand.
So I'm like, how long would it take for these people to assimilate mold from him? You know?
He's not a mold thing. He's like a human. So he
Just give her a herb and she'll be fine. Yeah, give her that little, what is it, like a green herb? Oh, gunshot. Uh-oh.
That sounds encouraging.
Pain shout. Vibe check, pain shout.
Oh, it's probably Julian, right?
Who's the cute? Oh. Oh, that's Mother Miranda, in case you're wondering. Y'all ever been murked by your savior? I'm like,
Also,
girl,
this whole thing with the
this is
castle
a
bell
beautiful
tolling, like,
town.
they can only use it for the first area because after that there's no one in there, so they can't even use the whole cool, like, you know, Notre Dame bell tolling thing going on, and because at the first area there's nothing cool to do anymore.
yeah, there's high reviews. I don't know if like, I personally would have given gameplay wise and design wise and blah blah blah.
Oh, I
By
think
all the technical standards, I agree with the reviews.
Not to mention, out of all the games, I definitely would rather play this than any of the other Resident Evil games.
I'm sleepy.
Well, again,
I'll
we're
get
just
to this
getting to the,
castle soon.
we're getting to go see the
I'm
vampire
eepy,
lady.
dog. I'm ready to go.
This looks like a cutscene, so we're going to head over here.
You look like you've never washed your body in your life. Anyways, what if I deadlegged you right now? She's literally the mom from Snow White.
I'm like, should we talk?
Can we talk to her? She looks like she's just like drawing sticks.
No, she's drawing a little Caduce symbol there, but
Oh, is she?
yeah.
Will she finish her, or is she just doing like an ambient?
I think she's just doing an ambient
Okay.
thing because we didn't actually go into like a
Like an
cutscene or
idle
anything. We just
animation.
were like,
I got
oh, hey.
frozen.
Frozen is the worst stats condition by far
It's a
because of how
freak.
broken it is.
Yeah.
I like also like, why do we go to the castle? Because everyone's like, it's like, oh, it has to be in that castle. And then like, no, it's actually there's nothing in this castle. You just went and ruined.
Really, the least destructive lord's life.
Because she probably would have just stayed here.
Realistically, none of the lords are inherently destructive. It's Mother Miranda's the worst.
Yeah. And that's the thing, the fact that she goes and is like, she, like, the reason she points Ethan towards the castle is because she's cleaning house. So she points him to the castle first because that's the one who has the most threat to her.
Mm-hmm.
She's the one that's the most powerful.
Isn't that funny?
Yeah, it is funny.
I'm warm.
And again, I guess thematically it makes sense, but it's also kind of like, that means we don't get to do cool stuff for the castle. Have you seen play for the, what, I can't see the rest of that. What's it saying?
I can't see it. I gotta move. Give me a second. I gotta shift.
Also, the family themes they have throughout this, like, you know, from every, like, one of the lords has, like, a whole thing that has to do with, like, families and parenthood and stuff like that.
Have you seen gameplay for the DLC? Some it takes place in the alternate version of the castle. Oh, really? I know
It
they have,
does.
like, the one thing before the game was released. They had that one
Here's the
thing
demo.
with the demo, and then I know that the Rose, like, there's, like, a whole alternative story with Rose when she's all grown up.
Yeah.
I do know those two things take place.
Yeah. I think we get ambushed somewhere around here, so I'll wait to go in until you come back.
No, you can go in.
Well, don't you want to see?
Oh, I'm done with Tress. Yes,
No,
yes.
well, Heisenberg's going to attack us, and then we get taken off to the others.
That's right. Yes, I just turned the fan on.
Also, kudos to her motion capture voice actress lady, because she got an award for the year this game came out.
Yeah, she did a great job.
I mean, she really sold it. It's a pity she's not in the game longer.
Mm-hmm.
I watched her playthrough of it. It was very cool.
Yeah, big fan of her, honestly.
Okay, nice apples. Less nice apples.
No, I think those are like muscadine grapes.
I don't know. They're all
Those
green.
look like they're supposed to be wine grapes.
Those are clearly apples.
I don't like muscadine
Cool. We'll
grapes.
get our hand chopped off on one of these later.
Let's freaking go, baby. Gotta turn this off so we can hear.
You must be pretty tough. Huh. Who the fuck are you? Oh, you're not local. Even better.
Let's go, baby.
Mother Miranda's gonna love you.
Again, Heisenberg's a really cool character. The fact that he doesn't have a two-phase boss fight, like, he should have had a two-phase boss fight.
Should have had a 3-phase boss fight,
But at
dude.
the very least, a first phase where you have to, like, dodge metal things from him, and you have to, like, he has hammer swings, he's in a human form, then his second phase is him in the giant mech form with the tank. I do think he's a very
I believe
cool
that's
character.
Astarian's voice actor from Baldur's Gate 3.
I mean, I think he does a great job with the character. That's honestly
In
why a
general,
lot of
I
people fell in
really
love
enjoy
with it.
his voice acting.
I think that's why a lot of people, like, fell in love with this game from outside the series, is because this is the first time they had, like, a...
All the voice actors
Okay,
are
I
great.
think we're...
Rosie, shut the fuck up! Where? You mean you'll screw around with it in private? Where's the fun in that? Give it to me, and I'll put on a show that everybody can enjoy.
Ugh, so gauche. What do we care for bread and circuses? The man thinks suffering is assured.
Yak yak, the man's dick is cut off in the castle, blah blah.
These two have a great dynamic.
I love it.
I've heard all
Fortunately, this is the only time we ever see
Some
it.
of you were less persuasive than others, but I've made my decision. Heisenberg, the man's fate is in your hands. Mother Miranda, I must
And you realize, oh man, she's tall.
is but a child, and his devotion to you is questionable. Give the mortal to me, and I will ensure he is ready.
Shut your damn mouth! And don't be a sore loser!
Also, they are such a bunch of little kids.
Quiet now, child. Adults are talking.
I'm the child. You're the one who's arguing with Miranda's
You
decision.
wouldn't know responsibility if it was welded
Oh,
to
keep glory! One day your head will actually fit your ego!
No.
See, interesting lore.
My decision is final.
Do love the wings.
I know, I wish they used that more. I wish they really used a little bit more religious symbology like this is. I like it a lot.
That's why I say the...
Americans and gentlemen, we thank you for waiting.
He looks like Nick Cage.
That's
you're
what I'm
right.
saying. He's literally like Nick Cage Magneto. Again, he has this awesome hammer and he never uses it in the boss fight. You literally just pick it up.
8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
I'm sad he didn't have a human fight. I agree with you.
I just felt like you literally built up him the whole. He's the final.
And that's
lord.
very much, I think, more
You
so.
built it up the whole
What
game.
we really want is we want to fight like a RPG kind of, even if it's like a fighting RPG. And then this game is Resident Evil, so it's gotta give you a Resident Evil
But,
style
I mean,
combat.
honestly,
So I understand why they did it. I wish they didn't,
But
because
I-
they broke
I
the mold
watched
in so
some
many
people-
places. But
I watched people like review the game, and a lot of people agree. They're like, he should have been. The fact that he's just a tank fight, that's like the laziest of fights. Where
Girl,
you're
I
not even
so
fighting
agree.
as Ethan. You're fighting with a machine gun.
yeah, you could be fighting as anyone in that tank, and it doesn't matter who it is.
Urias growling.
Urias. Then he's got like a brother, so you fight two of them.
Oh, I'm like, I was supposed to go that way, right?
Yeah, then you have to go into the corner when you get to the big shung dung 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 thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, all I did was slide, my man.
Also, the fact that this is all just laying here and he was like ready for it.
Yeah.
Where am I supposed to go in this?
You getting in your bean?
I mean, I'm not sure which way I'm supposed to go here. Oh, this way. Come on, examine. Figure it out, Ethan. It's only like it's your life. Come on. Crouch. There we go. Yeah, well, it wouldn't be so close if you would crouch faster.
Oh, that reminds me of like when you put a radio effect on someone. I love that. Funtime Foxy in Ultimate Custom Night, Alistair, the Radio Demon.
Yeah, we did.
Convenient tiny corner.
Also, the fact that this was all just here, sitting, ready to go.
He's had a lot of time. I'm so surprised that broke your metal and it didn't just like straight up kill you instead.
Well, it did straight up kill you, because as we said, like, you know, from the beginning, Ethan's a mold thing. He has, like, the thickest of plot armor. Also, the fact that he does all this mass murdering just on a hunch. I'm like, well, what if they didn't? Then you're just sitting here being like, man, I just killed a lot of things.
Hella people just because we could.
Well, the one that's almost like is the worst is the first area, because like, you literally go and you're like, give me my daughter back. I'm going to kill all three of yours now.
Murder,
you're like,
murder. You're like, whoa, dude.
I think Lady Diamondress has every right to want to kill you.
Chillax with the murder, my guy.
I'm like, to be fair, we started that. You know, that's why I'm
Yeah.
like, I just love the hypocrisy Ethan has, where he's just like, give me my daughter back after I've already killed one of yours. I'm like, no, she's clearly going to try and kill you. Come on. Not hard thing, because, I mean, that's the reason I think Moreau's the least interesting, is because all of them are, like, monsters, but they have humanity to them. That's actually the reason I've never been really that interested in Resident Evil. Is because zombies are, you can do them, you know, unique and stuff like that, but at the end of the day, zombies are an affliction. They're not a monster. They are mindless. They are things to throw at and hack at until they die. A monster is something more fascinating because you see the humanity in it and how it's been twisted. You know, that's why you can have, like, you know, the human-looking monsters like, you know,
Says
Frollo or something.
It would have been cool if there was a DLC or spin-off game that gave us more story with the Lords. I
or,
agree.
like, before Ethan came to the village.
A lot of people did a lot of really cool like YouTube videos and stuff, and I
I've
agree
read
because they
many
did
very
the
good
DLC with the
fanfictions.
one Lady Diamondress has that DLC where the one girl is doing exactly that.
The demo, yeah. But I'm like, it would have been cool to see, like, before Village, you know, like, what is what were like the lords up to before, because they were the rulers of this area before that. You know, they had to interact with each other. They have this very odd dynamic that's like, again, squabbling children. And like, it would have been cool to just see that sort of thing. And actually, that's why a lot of people, that's why I'm saying what's interesting about the fan fiction scene is a lot of, like, again, otherwise in Resident Evil, like, fan fiction, you pretty much, like, everyone's doing, like, apparently Leon and Ada or whatever. But, like, you know, they have, like, 5 human
I
characters.
don't
to
actually
choose
care
from.
about Resident Evil. I just like this one specific game.
Well, that's what I'm saying. It's like everyone else, like, oh, they got like 5 characters, so there's not a whole lot to fan fiction about. But Resident Evil 8 came out, and it just like exploded again because people wanted more with this world. They wanted to write stories of like what happens when the lords are functioning in the way they normally are. We wanted to write more backstory about the lords. You wanted to be like, well, what would have happened if they survived? There's so many fics I read there about like what if they survived the end of the game or trying to pick up the pieces afterwards, because they're all just human enough that we can empathize.
Yeah.
And you want to see what happens next.
Yeah.
You know, the like, even people want to go see like what happens to Ethan afterwards. He has a very human story. He's a very everyman. And what happens with Rose and stuff like that. Like, people wanted to write about Resident Evil 8 because it's the first one where they were like human.
That's literally what I look like. That's exact. After I ate those 2 Rice Krispie treats, that's what I feel like too. Apparently, he's like the main enemy in Rose's DLC.
There's essentially like a mold version of him.
Yeah,
that's
it's like,
even-
not him exactly, but a version of him.
Anything you desire, I can provide. If it's just a window shop away. I've got some new stock. Bits and bobs. I see.
I don't think I have anything, just that one thing. I can upgrade the weapons. Should I upgrade my thing?
Sure, I mean, if it's
I don't
all
think I
you
have the I don't think I have enough money to do anything yet, but
Yeah.
wait, 1, 2, 3, yeah. I don't have the means to upgrade that yet. I'm gonna upgrade rate of fire, reload speed, or ammo capacity. None of those are really gonna help me. I'm probably better off just saving up for power. Because honestly, it doesn't matter that I can shoot or that I have more stuff. It's more just the fact that I'm like, they take forever to die. Okay, recipe for shotgun ammo. Sniper rifle ammo, mines. Greatly increases ammo capacity, that's cool. Shotgun ammo. And then first aid. Hair trigger. So I learned how to do shotgun ammo, but I'm like, I don't know if that would help. We can also increase baggage space. I don't know, nothing really interesting yet.
Yeah, and we're only playing just to see Domitresk.
And like the things people write about him, and the fact that he has this whole like lore thing behind him, like
You
the
really don't learn
world
anything about
building of this game was so like it has such richness to it because it delves so deep into Gothic
him. Mm-hmm.
and other literature sources that people just wanted to make more of it. Like
So true.
there were so many interesting fan fiction reads that are like full on like novels of just this world.
Yeah.
That's the reason I was so fascinated with it for a long time, because one, it scratched my itch for how much I love Gothic. I was like, I started reading, for the first time, I started reading Black Butler the other night, because I told Mallory, I'm like, I'm going to read this just because I love Gothic so much.
She does.
The aesthetic is great. Honestly, reading it was surprising. I did not expect it to be as comedically based as it was, at least in the first volume. I don't know if it's that way later on, but it was actually kind of fascinating.
Mm-hmm.
And so I was like, you know what? As long as I'm reading this very like Gothic manga over here, which is surprisingly very comedic, I'm like, let's play Resident Evil because I'm kind of in a Gothic mood. And also, we're still kind of coming off a spooky season. This is what I actually promised everyone like last week, but I couldn't get to work.
Mm-hmm.
So, okay. Honestly, the fact that you break that in order to get money out of him, like, could we not have just sold the base? I feel like that would have been way more, like, better. Oh, I can break that. Cool.
Nice.
Right now it doesn't matter. Later on you have to worry about it because she'll find you if you make too much noise, but right now, like... See, like, the Duke does business with her, so the fact that he's like, oh, go check out the castle, I know you're gonna go kill her. Can you see what else was written up there? I can't read the whole comment.
Let me look. Sorry.
And I'll give it a little bit more comment about our scenery.
There is lore with the other Aria characters, but it's all notes you find throughout the series, and most of it isn't played out in scenes, unfortunately. Lisa from Resident Evil 1 is tragic. She was a girl abducted and given a virus that mutates her. So is that where it kind of like all started with? It was with the virus. I was watching stuff on not Resident Evil but on Silent Hill because I was like, it's another thing where it's like a super iconic
Cassandra and
long running
Daniela.
franchise that I just don't know.
We're gonna
Those are
meet them
daughters?
later. They're gonna try and kill me.
Oh, cool.
Love that we're having like the 3 A names here.
Yeah.
So I can tell you,
She,
they all have
she named them though.
they all have distinct, different personalities too. Bella's like the more like she's the oldest of the 3. She's blonde, if I remember correctly, and so she has the more like the romantic soul, more intelligent. Cassandra is like the vicious hunter. She's the one I believe has the brown hair, and Daniela is the one with the ginger hair. Who they say is like, you know, a little bit more on the crazy side, but she's the youngest. And you actually get different interactions depending on which order you kill them.
Nice.
Yeah, it's the worst one is like there's a cutscene where like Lady Dimitrescu goes and calls for her daughters, and like so you know like if you killed one of them, she'll call for Cassandra to go and like you have to do something about this. Catch him. He's killed your sisters. But if you killed all 3 of them, she'll call for them, and no one will come, and she'll just sound so sad, and you're like, am I the bad guy here?
Oh, you're so the bad guy here.
Am I the bad guy here?
Without a doubt. You're the bad guy.
We've just left them alone.
That's what
I
I'm
really
saying.
wish I could, honestly, because I was like, hey,
Realistically, she could have eaten you forever because you don't die.
yeah. Nothing happens, so what else do I need to do? Did I miss something?
You should probably be in like a main area, I would think.
Well, it says it doesn't work, so I'm like, am I something?
No,
I'm
you don't
supposed
need
to
to do that until later.
Oh, I forgot the door's just open.
Yeah, you need to go take a main floor area. Leaving
Open.
her house. You're right. The camera movement in this is very
And I turned off the
Try.
jiggle thing.
It's
too.
for me. It's just these first person perspectives. A lot of times are not my favorite.
Yeah, they give me a headache after a while. That's probably why my headache right now is pretty bad. Honestly.
It's like I only watch it for so long before I'm like, eek, owie.
Hey, we're doing what we said we were going to do. We're getting to the point where we see the vampires, and then we're calling it.
Because I'm tired.
Well, I just want to see the vampires. And I will have to wax poetic about them another night, but I will. In fact, there was actually one, I don't know, were you here for that, Ixie, at that point? Remember when Malin was going and drawing our one, like, our one key character from our Emerald Nuzlocke, and I just talked about Resident Evil 8 for like 2 hours straight? It was a night, for sure. That was like one of the nights where we like tried to do a drawing stream, and we were like...
We had so much energy and vigor back then.
Well, I think we were just more unhinged.
No, I think we were just younger.
Anyway, so that's like the lady maid getting killed from the demo. And around here or in the next room is when they come and like shish
Because
kebab
actually,
me.
that lady is in the basement.
Yep. Poor girl.
Rip.
I mean, honestly, I kind of just want to play the demo and be like, what if we only played the demo just for the sake of atmosphere?
Yeah, vibe check.
There it is. Like, their designs are cool. And this, the fact there's 3 of them, very Dracula inspired. The fact that he just sits there waiting. That's Bella right there. You can see her. Cassandra and Danielle are next to them. You kind of watching this, Ethan, though. You literally just stood there as they, like, grabbed your ankles.
Mother, I bring you fresh bread.
You are so kind to me, Doris.
Man, she's just awesomely designed.
Now, let's take a look at him. Well, Ethan Winters. You escaped my little brother's ill games, did you? Let's see how special you are. Yes, Madagascar. Starting to go a little stiff.
He's already dead.
Yep.
Quickly, Mother. I am the one who captured him.
Now, boys. First, I must inform Miranda. But later, well, there will be enough for everyone. Put him up.
See, I feel like I definitely got the bosom for a Lady Dominatrix
You do.
costume.
Get you the right dress, you could definitely do her.
Come on, look at this. Dude, she's so dope. The way she ducks before door frame, that's awesome. I love that.
Because she's 9 feet tall.
I just love when it's animated. Big fan. The way they dissolve into, because they're made out of flies, so the ways they dissolve into flies, and how that like replicates how vampires can like dissolve into whatever bats
Yeah,
and whatnot.
the swarms of actually swarms of flies, swarms of bats, mist, wolves. Anyways, this is probably where we're gonna leave it. Also, the fact that he just stood there
She's so
and let them just
me.
yank things through his hands, like, take your own agency, man.
Realistically, buddy, that's on you.
Anyway, see, so that's I'm just like, man, I wish we could have been in here longer. I remember Markiplier's playthrough. He's like, man, what a great game. Well, that's all for this time, everyone.
Yeah, good thing that was the whole game, and we are done with
Like,
the
he's
game
like,
now.
you sure you want to get out? I'm like, well, what if I didn't? I do want to look around the room a little bit, so. And again, hand horror is the name of the game for Ethan.
Well, really, dude.
Don't look at that.
Oh, so gross.
I mean, you practically don't have anything on that hand anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like the fact the amount of punishment Ethan goes through is just like crazy, and they're like, "There's no way he should re-sleep because he's not," and that is another hint right there. The fact that Lady Dominatrix like he's going stale, like because he's already dead.
Buddy is dead.
He's already, mold
He's
monster.
dead. He's been dead for a long time.
That's why, like, again, the twist that he's been dead the
He's
whole
a
time
mold
is very well set up.
monster.
Like, a good plot twist is so hard to find sometimes. It's very well set up. They have so many hints about it, and also just things that, again, because of game logic, you assume, like, oh, well, no one will be able to... I like the fact there's just blood all over the face.
Vibes.
Love that. She is so freaking cool. But, yeah. How are we on? What are we doing on time?
10:45.
So we'll probably just pause here. I don't know where we can. Well, actually, I think there's a save point.
because I'm sleepy.
I think there's a save point right outside here.
We
let me
haven't
find
saved,
where
like this whole game yet.
Well, I have saved. I'm like, hey, easy pick lock. Where do you get the lock pick?
I'm pretty sure the lockpick was in the village. We did not.
Well, I wouldn't be surprised. I just missed that. Also, I love the fact that like
fine
their
China.
fruit is like covered in like blood.
And lipstick.
Love that. There's a save point near here, so we're gonna go until we find the save point, just because that will obviously don't want to just end the game with no progress. Okay, where's my knife? Let me see if I can slash anything.
No, don't destroy my stuff.
Easy pick lock, even though I don't have any locks. I'm just saying if there's anything I can get here that I just can't see. There. Nice. Woman danced on grapes. You gotta love it. Can I go through here?
Nice.
Yeah, there we go.
Why don't you try turning? Like sideways.
Good call, Mally.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure hitting the bricks with a knife is not what we
I don't
want.
know. I've broken a lot of things with this knife.
This means smoke just comes down here all the time when they have fires.
Apparently, but then again, they are vampires, so they aren't really bothered by that, I imagine. Cool. Random ring. And door grinds. Love the random, can I fit through there? I do not believe he fits through that space, though. Come on.
He can move his organs around because he's made out of mold. Oop.
Pretty sure the safe... Pretty sure the checkpoint's right over here. Yeah.
You meet again? Duke, why are you here? There's coin to be made. And have you found your daughter? No. If she is truly here, the lady of the castle would have kept little Rose in her private chambers, would she not? I would trust. Very sane. Why don't you take a look? Get lucky. And speaking of looking,
Let's freaking go, baby.
I don't think I got anything... No, I didn't get a whole lot more money. Didn't get a thing for that. Okay. We'll go ahead and save. Cool. Anyway, been a great game so far.
Uh-huh.
Nice. Love, again, the gothics in this game are just so very intense. Funny thing, actually, she's chasing you. She can't come into this room because the Duke's in here. So if she's ever chasing you, sometimes you just have to, you can just, like, duck into this room and she just can't do anything about it. Because she's a chaser enemy once you get to that point in the game. I do believe I have to go do one of the boss fights with the daughters, though, before we can get to that one cutscene with her. So anyway, we're probably going to end this here for tonight. But, if anyone would like to see us continue this playthrough, we'd be open to it. I would like to, Perry's dreaming. The next, yeah, sorry, Ixie. Because it's almost 11 o'clock. 11 o'clock's Mally's bedtime. We're trying to get her onto a better sleeping schedule, so we gotta get her to bed. But if you guys would like to see us do more of this playthrough, just, say something in our chat. I'm going to get a proper Discord channel going at some point, because I should do that. But, okay, suck up, Ethan. And, like, the next game we're gonna play is that we have Sonic X Shadow Generations. I'm really looking forward to that one, so I want to play that one. But if you guys would like us to see us continue this playthrough of this game, by all means, let us know. Give us some stuff in the chat. I would love to, at the very least, get to the second world of this game. Just because, yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Very excited to play it. Shadow Story especially, but very excited to play it. To see all the lore and what new gameplay mechanics they have. But I would be down for playing a little bit more of this game, or at least playing through the rest of the castle, because that's clearly the best part of the game. Anyway, this was fun for what it is. I'm not great at horror games. Keep playing Big Mom games, please. We can. We'll see how we're feeling next week. We would also like to, maybe some point this month, get to maybe trying to do 2 nights a week again. That'd be nice to do. But we'll see. If we find another night to do it this week, we might do it again. Or, we might... at the very least, we commit to Tuesdays, but if we can try maybe to do another day a week, that'd be pretty cool. I would love to keep playing this game at least to the end of the castle. To the end of the house would be great, because the house is also a really awesome, like, gothic set piece. I mean, past that, don't care as much because the next two areas are honestly very Resident Evil in terms of the first half, highly gothic, very stylized. The second half is like, and now we have gross zombies again, and you're like, yay. So, anyway, this was fun. I enjoyed talking about it. We'll talk about it a little bit more later. Melanie, you want to go get the thing?
Good night. I'm tired.
Anyway, so kind of our
When
October.
my face, I keep playing Big Mommy Game Plus. Heck yeah, dog. I like Big Booba.
we do like the Big Mommy, yeah.
That's what I'm saying. I want to cosplay as Lady Dominatrix. I feel like I've got
You could do that.
the
You got
upper
the-
body.
You got the
built
boobs for that. You got the hips
I
for
do need to
that.
get like a corset though, because I also have a big tummy.
Oh, Meredith has a corset. Just ask her where she bought hers.
I'm like 17 sizes too large, so I might have to find a different retailer. Because sometimes they only stay within a certain size. Like my
Ugh, isn't
my-
the whole point
my
of a
rib cage
corset?
is longer. Like my whole.
Did you show off your tattoos, Melanie, for Ixie since he didn't see you?
Oh, you didn't see my tattoos? They're awesome. You have to tell me if I'm in. Wait, let me see.
Madeline got to be a human canvas today because that was the way to
See
keep the
this one?
children from killing her.
Garfield. I don't know what that is.
So in order to
This
keep,
was the boy's arm, and then this was the girl.
She had-
He's 5, she's 7.
she had 3 kids to look after today.
This is. I drew this bat on my elbow that when you move, it flaps.
He says
There's
they're
a dead chow.
very cool.
I gotta do like over here. This is a heart. This is a star.
Doesn't she look like an epic biker
Different
though?
Garfield over here. I don't even know if it's on camera.
Lean more towards me.
Different Garfield.
There you go.
Elbow. There's a bat on this one that flaps.
Mally's just
There's
doing her whole
Kirby.
flexing show for you guys.
It's starting to bleed a little bit because here's a chow. I could also draw on this arm a little bit because I'm right-handed. Chica, Freddy. Here's she drew me, I think, a bunny rabbit. This one says Gus, it's my one dog. This one says Piper, it's the other dog. This one says Perry. This one down here says Freya.
This is what she had to do to survive.
Boom, this is what we did instead of quiet time. We did this. Look at it. Boom, tricep.
Probably kept them quiet for a little while at least.
It did. It's kept me quiet for like an hour and a half. Like for a long
What did their
time.
parents say when you came home?
Mom was like, Miss Melanie is the coolest person ever.
She probably was. She
She's
probably was.
happy that they didn't have it on themselves.
Well, I'm like, imagine she would be internally screaming, and be like, "My kids drew all over the nanny."
I didn't care. Because I think this is feeling the feeling of freaking. I don't have any muscles because I haven't worked out in a really long.
We're gonna work on that.
Yeah. But don't I look like a biker? Don't I look really cool?
You look incredibly cool.
So I'm like freaking. And they signed. Here's the girls. The boy signed it like kind of in a loop.
Anyway, we've done.
I had rings and I had icicles on my hands in Among Us, but I cleaned them off because my hands were dirty. An indie rock band. That's on like
She
the
does.
patchwork sleeves.
And also, you got your skeleton pants.
Freaking. Don't I look just so freaking. Oh, sorry.
Did you punch our microphone?
I was like, I just love it. I was like, hey, do this. So I am wearing this to work tomorrow because, I mean, I scrubbed these for a while and now my hands are just like vaguely red. So,
Those
and
are.
I just showered before I went
You
there.
didn't make sure it was washable markers before you.
It
let me
is.
do
It's
that?
like Crayola washable
Alright.
markers. However, it's gonna take a little bit to get off. But I have like alcohol wipes I can use in my class tomorrow. So, I think
I would love to know
I'll
what-
look really cool at Carpal. I'm gonna wear a t-shirt.
I would
today.
love to know what their response would be.
Well, I feel like most of them have to know what they're walking into. Because a couple of them have friends who've had kids in my class before. So I think they know most of them. And also, right now, I am the lead teacher. Normally, I like being like the special behavior interventions, but instead I'm
Yeah.
lead teacher, so I can do whatever I want because I'm in charge. So I'm going to wear pajama pants and
He
I'm going
just
to
lit
have
himself
cartoon
on fire
tattoos.
there.
Vibes. Why are his boobs? Look at me sitting here and look at him sitting. Are we not the same person? We have the same
You're
size
not.
boobs and everything.
Well, you're female.
I sit like this. Do we look the same?
No. You do not have that big of a belly. Not even close. Also, because your boobs are so large, you like don't even look at your belly if you had any belly.
Yeah, that's why I like wearing men's extra large t-shirts. Dog cam before we go. Let me know when it's close enough to see Perry.
Keep going.
Oh, sorry.
Well,
Dog cam.
Perry.
Dog cam, you
Lil
said.
Perry. Anyway, so thanks for joining us. Had a good time.
Bye.
Good night.